Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon.
Welcome to Bowie Baysox Baseball. It's time now for the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show.
It's the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show from Prince George's Stadium. We're getting set for the first in this six-game series between Bowie and the Harrisburg Senators. Glad you're with us. Matt Sabatis, Adam Pohl with you from the ballpark in Bowie. It's the start of a huge week at Prince George's Stadium. The only time this season that the Baysox will host the Nationals affiliate. The Baysox, though, they're trying to find their offense again. A slow finish in Richmond. They're riding a four-game losing skid, and they've only scored 3 total runs combined over the last 3 games. 1 run in each game. It's a tightly contested Southwest division as Bowie comes in with a 9-11 record, getting ready for game number 21 this year. 3.5 games back in the Southwest, but they are in the bottom of it, tied for 5th with Altoona. But Akron is 2 games back, 1.5 games back Erie, and we'll talk about Harrisburg in a second. They're 1 game back. The Baysox are only 3-7 over their last 10 games, while they are 5-4 here at the home ballpark. Harrisburg 12-9 on the season. They were on top of the Southwest Division for quite some time, but they're on a 2-game losing skid. They're 5-5 over their last 10, but they are 7-2 when playing away from FNB Field. Starting pitching matchup for today's game, it'll be Ryan Watson going for Bowie with Ronald Herrera going for the Senators. Herrera, former Indy ball arm, comes in with a 1-1 record of 5.48 ERA, but he works distance, at least 5 innings of work in every start this season, but he can get hit. He gave up 8 hits in a loss last week against the Hartford Yard Goats. Bowie might be able to get that offense rolling again. They need the key hit at the key time, though, to see if they can get it done. On the other end, it'll be Ryan Watson for the Baysox, his second start this season, 4th appearance. Watson is 2-0 on the year, has not allowed an earned run in 13 innings of work. Opponents are hitting just .049 against him. He struck out 16 batters and walked 3 of them. Watson, such a great start to his season. His fastball placement has been outstanding, and if he can keep that up today, as well as mix in some of the breaking stuff against some of these older bats in the Harrisburg lineup, it's a much older team, Adam, and if he can keep it up against that age difference, then he should be fine, and Bowie should be able to break this losing skid.
It's so funny. It's almost like the shoe's on another foot, isn't it? Not in that. Years ago, when the Baysox met Harrisburg, when the Senators were in a position in the Nationals organization with many young prospects building up for what was their most recent run that led them to the 2019 World Series, it always felt like the Baysox were the team that was long in the tooth when they played each other. But that is not the case anymore. Harrisburg is a team, as you said, loaded with veteran players that have been at the AA level for a long time, battling to make their way back up. And for the Baysox, the much younger team, it really is good to face players that have a lot of experience. You're never going to face guys 26, 27, 28 years old, never going to face guys that have played in the major leagues before, like Harrisburg started tonight. Ronald Herrera has briefly with the Yankees 5 years ago. You're never going to face them in single-A baseball. So it is a great experience for the Baysox, and of course, it's important to start getting back on the winning path. And Richmond is a very, very tough pitcher's ballpark. The ball does not carry well there. Coming home, let's see if Bowie's bats come back to life.
So it should be a fun one today, a 7:05 first pitch, and when we return here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show, we'll chat with the skipper, our usual Tuesday conversation with manager Kyle Moore, his thoughts on the week that was in Richmond, what to look forward to against Harrisburg, and of course today's starter Ryan Watson. And then of course, we got to talk about Adley Rutschman at some point. We'll get to that when Moore comes back in just a couple of seconds. You're listening to the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. This is Baysox Baseball.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the DC area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Sunday, May 22nd, it's a fiesta at Prince George's Stadium. For the first time this season, the Baysox will transform into El Congrejos Fantasmas de Chesapeake and face off against Los Perros Calientes de Akron as part of Minor League Baseball's Copa de la Diversión. It'll be a Latin fiesta celebration all afternoon around the ballpark, all presented by Chesapeake Employers Insurance. Get your tickets today at 301-464-4865 and online at baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Back in on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show, getting set for the opener of this 6-game series between Bowie and Harrisburg. We're joined by the manager, Kyle Moore, and obviously a tough series to go through in Richmond. Were there any specific factors out of those 6 games that you think led to the outcomes?
Yeah, I mean, not specifically. I think we lost 2 one-run games. We had every chance to win, and, we just couldn't push runs across. Richmond has some experienced relievers and also starters that are a little bit older for the league. So I think that we were challenged significantly with a bunch of young hitters. And I thought it was good for us. It was a tough environment to play in. They got big crowds, and they're Their clubhouse was terrible, so it was a lot. It was a lot of challenges there. You know, I don't mean to make there weren't excuses, but there were challenges that were really good for our ball club. And like I said, we still played 2 one-run games. They blew us out and then once in the beginning, and then obviously we beat them bad once. So we were in the series. We just couldn't push runs across there in the middle part of the series.
Well, you brought something up that I was going to ask later on, but it's worth bringing up now. Harrisburg is one of the oldest teams in the league. They have an average age, I think, near 26. Do you think that Richmond series is helpful? Does that age of roster matter a lot?
No doubt it's helpful. I mean, I think that's going to be a trend you see in this league. It's either going to be super young or older, and I'm looking at their roster of Harrisburg, and they got some older guys. So going to be another challenge for us, and I think like I said, I think it's really good for development because these are just practice games in a sense. This is a AA Eastern League. It's a really good league, but these are developmental practice games, and it's really good for our club. Hopefully, we can take a better approach night in, night out to an older guy throwing an off-speed pitch and a fastball count and an even count and a bunch of off-speed stuff landed. So we gotta prepare for it, and we have to practice for it, and we'll be hopefully be in a better place when this season, when this series ends.
Again, here with Kyle Moore on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. Gunnar Henderson has shifted up and down a couple of slots in the lineup. I believe he's batting third today, if I'm not mistaken. But he's still been getting on base a ton, an active 20-game on-base streak. What's led to such a positive increase in his approach at the plate?
Yeah, I think Gunnar's been a pro all year. He's been actually surprised me, believe it or not, as far as how he's handled AA pitching. He's handled himself well. Asking him to play a bunch of positions on the field, third and short, and definitely moved him around in the lineup. Hit him lead off because I think sometimes, lefty versus a lefty can mess with a guy, and I also really like the fact that Gunnar gets on base and he's made a bunch of really good swing decisions. Gunnar doesn't swing at bad pitches, and it showed in that last series. He had a bunch of walks, he got on base a lot, he got some hits. I thought he manages at bats really well off of lefties and those older guys that we were talking about. He just did not give in, and he did not swing at those borderline pitches. So that's been key for Gunnar this year, and we just got to continue that. We got to see more of that. Really good swing decision, really good swings being gotten off when the ball's in the zone.
On to tonight's game, you've got Ryan Watson starting following an incredible 3 opening appearances to his AA career. What's impressed you the most about his stuff?
Well, a lot has impressed me. His fastball command and where he pitches with it has probably impressed me the most. Great makeup, a lot of things to really like about Waddy, and so aside from the fastball command and where he throws it, I think the sharpness of his slider and his off-speed stuff has jumped off at me a little bit because I saw him pitch really well last year and I really liked him. I just didn't see the sharpness to the off-speed stuff that I see now, and also the heater has ticked up a little bit. So good for Waddy. Got to keep more of that coming.
Here with manager Kyle Moore on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. The big news, obviously, we can't dance around it today. Adley Rutschman, DL Hall announced to join the Baysox roster later today. What have been some of your thoughts and feelings about getting to work with these guys?
Well, just super excited to see Adley play again for the first time in a while. He played for our team in Delmarva in 19. We had a great year, and that's really the last time I've seen him play in real action outside of spring training or at the complex. So just excited to watch him play and get to see that live and in person. Same thing with DL. I've never actually crossed paths with DL in my career. He's always been a year ahead of me or something. We've missed each other. So just really excited to watch both of those guys and help them any way that we can to get back on track and get back to where they belong.
One last question before we wrap things up, as we always ask on our Tuesday chats. Kyle, how'd you spend the off day with the family?
Oh, we had a great day. We had Monday off, and the girls and I, and obviously their mother, we just had a super normal, cooked at home day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. We went to Annapolis. We had lunch down by the water. We had a coffee. It was a beautiful day outside. We walked up and down the streets of Annapolis, and then we had some ice cream there. We drove back home and luckily got the girls to stay awake until we got back home for an afternoon nap.
There you go.
We had a solid one. No, it was good.
Perfect. Well, very glad you enjoyed the day and looking forward to a good series this week. Kyle, thank you so much.
Yep, thanks.
That's Kyle Moore here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. We'll step aside, be back in just a second. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the DC area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Well, we welcome you back here to Prince George's Stadium as we get ready for what is Game 1 of a week of baseball. The Baysox and the Harrisburg Senators. Bowie trying to get off the schneid and get a win here in Game 1. The Baysox now 9-11 on the year. Harrisburg coming into today with a record of 12-9. On the hill for Bowie tonight, it will be Ryan Watson to make his fourth outing and second start of the year. He is 2-0. He has only allowed 2 hits in 13 innings of scoreless baseball this year. And veteran Ronald Herrera, who pitched at the AA level all the way back in 2015 as a teenager. He's only 26 years old, but he'll make his fifth start of the year here for Harrisburg tonight. Big news, though, in the Orioles organization pertaining to Bowie is the news that both Adley Rutschman and D.L. Hall will be appearing with the Baysox this week. Now, D.L. Hall will not pitch tonight for Bowie, and we do not yet know in which day he will throw or in what capacity. More than likely, he will start one of the games in this series, but that is still yet to be seen. Adley Rutschman, though, today will catch for the Baysox, and he will bat in the number 2 spot in the order. Rutschman, of course, with the Baysox for the majority of the 2021 season. Adley had a huge week last week in his first week of baseball in 2022 as he went 6 for 13 with High A Aberdeen with 3 doubles. He had a right triceps injury on March the 11th in spring training that held him out of starting the year with a ball club. So it's going to be interesting to see for Rutschman as to what he or how quickly he is going to ascend. Of course, he has not yet made his major league debut. Unlike D.L. Hall, Rutschman is not on the 40-man roster for the Orioles, so it's going to be interesting to see. Many thought he would begin this year in Norfolk, so more than likely, after some time here with the Baysox, you would think that he'll be going up to the AAA level. But boy, the wait for Adley, who was the number 1 overall pick of the 2019 draft to get to Baltimore, it doesn't feel like it is that far away, does it not? Kyle Bradish, who was a pitcher with the Baysox to begin the year last year, for about a month, made his big league debut, being added to the 40-man roster. That was, I believe, last Friday night at Camden Yards against the Red Sox. And with Bradish coming up, even though he was not a drafted player by the Orioles, Bradish was traded for by the Elias regime. And it feels like when you look at the Orioles roster now and players like Austin Hayes, Cedric Mullins, Ryan Mountcastle, Trey Mancini, Anthony Santander, they were all players acquired by the Dan Duquette regime. So it feels like a moment here in which finally this wave of new talent is starting to make its way to Baltimore, and we'll get to see Adley Rutschman playing as the Baysox take the field now. Rutschman catching. We take one more break. We return. Matt Sabatis will be on the mic right after this with the lineups and first pitch right after this on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
It's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. Coverage of the 2022 Bowie Baysox season is brought to you by Chesapeake Employers Insurance, DCA Imaging Systems, On the Green, Patient First, Royal Farms, Smile Doctors, and ZY Pyrotechnics. And now, live from the ballpark, it's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We're ready to go from Prince George's Stadium. It's the first in a 6-game series between the Harrisburg Senators and your Bowie Baysox. Matt Sabatis and Adam Pohl with you from the ballpark in Bowie. And as Ryan Watson warms in the mound for the Baysox, the starting lineup for the Senators that he'll face looks like this. Leading off at second base, you've got Jackson Flores, followed by Jake Alou at third base, batting second. Taylor Gashu is the catcher today. He bats third. Wilson Garcia is the designated hitter, batting fourth. Jacob Rhinesmith in left field bats fifth. Justin Connell, the center fielder, bats sixth. KJ Harrison at first base bats seventh. Mitch Longo in right field bats eighth. And Jackson Clough rounds out the lineup for Harrisburg. He's the shortstop, batting ninth. Senators are the AA affiliate of the Washington Nationals. They're managed by Trip Keister, assisted by Justin Lord, Micah Franklin, Oscar Salazar, and R.J. Geyer. Athletic trainers T.D. Swinford. Again, that lineup for the Senators: Flores, Alou, Gashu, Garcia, Rhinesmith, Connell, Harrison, Longo, Clough, all to face Ryan Watson on the mound. Senators come in for game number 22 in the 2022 campaign. Get it? They're 12-9 on the year, but while they were on top of the Southwest Division for quite some time, they are now in second place. 1 game behind the leading Richmond Flying Squirrels. Richmond using that 4-game winning streak that they piled up against Bowie on the tail end of this past week down at the Diamond. They now lead the league at 13-8. But of course, everyone is still trailing Somerset. The Patriots are 15-7 up in the Northeast Division. Harrisburg is 7-2 on the road this season, They had a very excellent series against Reading earlier this year, and they'll try to keep that hot streak alive as Flores steps into the batter's box now. Sunlight splashing across the right side of the infield, most of the outfield, a small strip of shade out in left field. Flores digs in a .289 average this season to face off against Ryan Watson. Right-hander winds, kicks high, and fires the first pitch home. It's swung on, fouled off right side as first pitch comes home at 7:06 p.m. on a very nice 69-degree sunny day here in Bowie, Maryland. Flores, a 753 OPS this season, 1 homer, 6 runs driven in, watches the next offering. It tails down and away from Watson. Count goes even at a ball and a strike. They play him hard to pull. Shortstop Joey Ortiz has his ankles up against the grass of the outfield, and that's what's to be expected from Flores as he rips it out toward left field in the gap. Running on it, Harris. He dives, and it's off his glove. That one sent Hudson Haskin offline a little bit, and it allows Flores to cruise into second base standing. Should probably go down as an easy double considering the effort that Harris put in. A leadoff two-bagger for Flores, his 3rd double of the season.
Number 5. Jake Ballou.
Harris hit hard on that one, but just didn't get there in time. Here's Jake Alou already with a runner in scoring position and nobody out to start this thing out. We'll tell you more about the story of Ryan Watson in a little bit, but the incredible story is already in jeopardy as he faces just his 2nd batter here in the game. Righty on lefty for Alou, half swing to start, and he fouls it off left side, 0-1. Alou, a .280 average this season, a .798 OPS. 3 home runs, they all came last week. 15 runs driven in this season, but he torched Hartford at FNB Field, making sure that Harrisburg stayed in the thick of it in the Southwest Division race. Here's the next. Half swing, called a strike, top half. Count goes to 0-2. Alou has a decent strikeout rate, 20% this season compared to just 8.3 per walks. Bowie, on the other hand, they've been so excellent at drawing the free passes this year. We'll talk about it more when they get to the plate. Watson comes set, looks back, runner at second as the wind pushes out to center. The 0-2 is swung on and lifted softly into right center field. This should fall in for another base hit, and it rolls toward the gap. It's picked off by Hudson Haskin. Rounding third, coming home to score is Flores as the throw comes in, but it's not in time. Back-to-back doubles to open the frame, and Harrisburg has the early advantage. Now that breaks just an unfortunate start to Ryan Watson's incredible Double-A career. He had opened with 13 consecutive scoreless innings, and it ends there. He started with 28 consecutive batters retired. He ran into slight trouble against Richmond last week, allowing 2 runners to reach second base, but no one got to third, and now here, before an out is even recorded in the first inning, he's allowed a run to score. For Alou, that's his 16th run driven in this season, and now here's Daylor Gashue. Switch hitter bats lefty. First pitch to the catcher, misses high, and the count starts out at 1-0. It's the first pitch ball from Watson today. Gashue on the season, a .240 average, 946 OPS. He's hit 4 home runs and driven in 10 runs. Watson looks back Alou at second base, fires the 1-0. It's the breaking ball, hits the zone for a strike. Just a little bit up and away, and the count goes to a ball and a strike now. Watson sets. And here's the 1-1. Check swing, pitch misses away. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike on Gashue. 316 on the road this season, 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position. The runner stands at second base here with nobody out in the top of the first inning. Already a 1-0 deficit for Bowie. They played some close games on the tail end of the Richmond series, but Sunday got a little bit out of hand. As the 2-1 comes in, Gashue rips it out to deep right field, and this one's gone. A long home run for Taylor Gashue, 107 miles an hour off of the bat, 393 feet away from home plate, and that's the first home run given up by Ryan Watson this season. It's 3-0 here before an out is recorded in the top of the first. For Gashu, his 5th home run this year, RBIs number 11 and 12. While all of this is going on, Bowie has had a right-hander warming in their bullpen. It's Connor Lopridge, but I think that's more on the late start that Bowie got. They played show and go today. Guys were a little slow getting into the clubhouse for a multitude of reasons, so maybe just a side session going on in the middle of this game. Here's Wilson Garcia, another switch hitter, the designated hitter today. Fouls off the first offering he sees to the left side. It's 0-1. So already 3-0 Bowie trails. I said it, they came close in consecutive games against Richmond. You could say 3 straight. After the 10-0 win on Wednesday, Bowie lost 5-4, then 2-1, then 3-1. Here's the 0-1, served into left center field. Running back on it is Haskin. He squares it up and he misses it. It's just past his glove and it falls to the earth. Into second base is Garcia. Things are not going well for the Baysox and Ryan Watson specifically here in the top of the first. Not even sure if any of that got his glove. They count it as a straight hit.
Left fielder.
So 4 extra base hits to open the frame for the Senators, and that's going to lead to a quick mound visit from pitching coach Josh Conway. Fans Cares around the corner at Patient First. Urgent care that's open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. Every Patient First has on-site labs, x-rays, and prescription drugs. Patient First, the name fits. And well, Adam, it's not a good start.
You know, it's tough for a pitcher, obviously, to get going in a game sometimes. You want to get your kind of feet into it. He's had a few balls that nearly were caught. The Dylan Harris dive, that ball to deep left center that Haskin nearly ran down but could not. But obviously, right now you're trying to minimize the damage and hope that Watson can get settled into this game.
In steps Jacob Rhinesmith for Garcia. That was just his 2nd double of the season. Another left-hander in. And the first pitch home from Watson is knuckled foul back to the screen. It's 0-1. Watson hasn't been laying off of anyone either. He's thrown first pitch strikes now to 4 of the 5 batters faced, and he is only up to 13 pitches. Just seems to be a well-scouted day for Harrisburg. They knew where the fastballs might be placed, and they've been playing into it. Runner at second still. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Already a 3-0 game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses down and away. Count goes even at a ball and a strike. Rhinesmith on the season, a .217 average, a .516 OPS, no home runs, 3 runs driven in. Watson looks back second once, kicks and fires the 1-1. It's down. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Well, that's another thing that Harrisburg has been doing quickly. This is only the first 2-ball count all day. It's already on the 5th batter. They've been attacking so many of these early pitches. But now Watson dances a little bit around. Could extend this plate appearance and could potentially extend this overall first inning. You can't really get a guy too deep into just the first inning as he gets near 20 pitches. Here's the 2-1. Slider hits the inside edge of the zone. Call it for strike 2. Count evens. Rhinesmith, a heavy pull candidate as well this year, 47% of the time. Watson holds the ball behind his waist, rests the glove on the front thigh, brings them together up behind his right ear, and drops down to the waist. Looks back second once, now twice, now 3 times. Kicks and fires the 2-2. It's high for ball 3. First full count of the day from Ryan Watson. Has not allowed a base hit on a full count. He's rarely reached this point. This is only the 5th full count he's worked all season. Opponent's 0 for 3. He's walked 1, struck out 1. He comes set and fires the payoff. It's in there for a called strike 3. Got him with a hanging curveball, middle and a bit away, and that's how the first out is recorded here in the top of the first inning. Defensive alignment for Bowie here in today's game. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Dylan Harris, Hudson Haskin, and Zach Watson. Gunnar Henderson is at third base. Joey Ortiz is at short. Jordan Westberg at second. J.D. Mundy at first. And, of course, Adley Rutschman catches behind the plate for Ryan Watson on the mound. In steps right-hander Justin Connell. First right-hander since the leadoff man, Jackson Flores. Here's the first pitch. Connell pops it up foul behind home plate, and it gets out of play. 0-1. Watson, a 6'5", 215-pound, 24-year-old right-hander from Auburn, came to the Orioles as an undrafted free agent after the shortened 2020 draft. And prior to this start, he's been excellent. Opened the year with 13 innings of scoreless ball. Here's the 0-1. Misses down a breaking ball. Count goes even at a ball and a strike. Watson had struck out 16 batters, walked only 3, retired the first 28 batters he faced to open his Double-A career. 1-1 the count on Connell, a .250 average for him this season, a .911 OPS, 1-1. He checked his swing, a breaking ball, tails down and away. They'll appeal to base umpire, but didn't go. Count goes to 2-1. Get to the umpiring crew in a couple of seconds. Watson, making just his second start. His first 2 appearances of the season came in relief, a long piggyback role with Garrett Stallings, but they spaced him out, put him in the rotation when Brandon Young hit the injured list. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, chases the slider away, and the count goes even at 2. And those first 2 outings for Watson, they were just purely outstanding. First one came in Binghamton on a very cold day, tossed 4 innings of perfect ball, struck out 7, and then followed up against Akron. That was the Wednesday game here at Prince George's Stadium, in which Bowie held the Ducks to just 1 hit. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a bouncer off of Watson's glove, but picked on the bounce by Westberg at second. He charges, fires, a bit offline, but he got him. Excellent recovery from Jordan Westberg. Thankfully, Ryan Watson's okay, too. He was just able to angle his body to get that one only on his glove.
Yeah, I think you're right. Nobody's going out to check to him. My goodness, and it feels like Watson, his velocity has been good here to start this game, even with a tough beginning. It felt like he's just starting to kind of get his feel, and there's a comebacker on a line right at him. And fortunate for Bowie, it seems like it didn't really actually hit him.
So now it turns over to KJ Harrison. Another right-hander in this lineup for Harrisburg. First pitch home is a slider that misses away, 1-0 to start. Garcia moved to third on the ground out, so runner stands 90 feet away, and Bowie still trails 3-0 here in the top of the first inning. But now there's 2 gone. Harrison on the season, a .276 average, 885 OPS, 3 homers, 14 driven in, 1-0. This one lifted high and deep out to right center field, but should stay in play. Hudson Haskin curls around on it. He calls it and brings it down to finally end the inning. It's a tough one, though, to get started here at Prince George's Stadium. 4 consecutive extra base hits to open the frame. 3 runs on those 4 hits, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the first here at Prince George's Stadium. It's Harrisburg 3, Bowie coming on up. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
We're on to the bottom of the first here at Prince George's Stadium as Bowie suddenly trails 3-0. Matt Sabatis with you. As Harrisburg has a bit of a cushion to start with Ronald Herrera. The right-hander warms on the mound, and the starting lineup for the Baysox that he'll face looks like this. Leading off at second base, you've got Jordan Westberg, followed by Adley Rutschman catching and batting second. Gunnar Henderson is at third base, he bats third. Hudson Haskin in center field bats fourth. Shane Fontana is the designated hitter, he bats fifth. J.D. Mundy at first base bats sixth. Joey Ortiz, the shortstop, bats seventh. Zach Watson is in right field batting eighth, and Dylan Harris is in left field batting ninth. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. They're managed by Kyle Moore, assisted by Brandon Becker, Josh Conway, Tim DeJohn, Billy Facto, and Chandler Geller. Calvin Christensen, video coordinator. Will Kelly and Lindsey Birchfield, athletic trainers. First pitch home to Jordan Westberg, misses up and away, and the count starts out at 1-0. Bowie is 9-11 on the season, riding a 4-game losing streak, 3.5 games out of first. They're tied for 5th. Next pitch, Westberg checks his swing. It's called a strike on the bottom half of the zone. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Once more quickly, that lineup for Bowie: Westberg, Rutschman, Henderson, Haskin, Fontana, Mundy, Ortiz, Watson, Harris. 1-1, fouled off right side. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes now on Westberg. He's on a bit of a slump right now. Average has dipped all the way down to just 200 on the season, a 742 OPS. He does have a hit in his last game, but that's coming off of a stretch of 3 consecutive hitless games. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a hard bouncer over to the left side. Picked by the shortstop Clough. He fires to first, and it's in time. 6-3 putout gets us started here in the bottom of the first. Starting defensive alignment for the Senators. Left to right in the outfield. Ryan Smith, Connell Longo. Alou is at third base. Clough at short. Flores at second. Harrison at first. And Gashu catches behind the plate for Ronald Herrera on the mound. This is the first time I'm hearing Adley Rutschman's walk-up song as he digs into the plate. Switch hitting catcher bats lefty, and the first pitch home. Called a strike outside edge of the zone. We'll have to tell him that later, that he had to pick a song from my favorite album of all time, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Here's the 0-1. Misses down just a tad. Count goes even at a ball and a strike. Rutschman made 4 appearances with High A Aberdeen before stepping up to the Baysox. He went a combined 6 for 13. Next pitch he swings and misses. Count goes to 1-2. But last year, between Bowie and AAA Norfolk, he hit .285 with 23 home runs in 123 games. 75 runs driven in, 90 strikeouts, 79 walks. Next pitch misses down. Count goes even at 2-2. But this is his first game back with Bowie since the end of July of 2021. It was a very interesting game that he closed his Bowie tenure on. I'll tell you more in a second. The 2-2 bounced over to the right side this time and picked by Jackson Flores. He sidearms it to first, and there's 2 away. Your umpiring crew in today's game: Tyler Whitty is at third base, Tanner Moore is at first, and Louis Krupa is the crew chief, calling balls and strikes behind home plate. Harrisburg in their all-red road uniforms, a gray pant with the H logo on the front side, a blue hat, red brim. Baysox in their alternate all-orange Bowie uniforms with the black block Bowie on the front side, black sleeve, and a black cap. Here's Gunnar Henderson, .250 average, .865 OPS this season. He nicks foul the first pitch to the right side of the foul ground, and the count opens at 0-1. Henderson has hit 3 home runs and driven in 14, but his more notable number is the on-base percentage. Overall, that .865 OPS, yes, it's very, very appealing, but he's been getting on base at such an incredible rate. 0-1 pitch. Misses down, and the count goes even at a ball and a strike. Henderson has an on-base percentage this season of .427, which is over 70 points higher than last year. Bases empty, 2 away. Here's the 1-1. Henderson smokes it foul the other way. That one gets out, and the count goes to 1-2. Bowie still trails 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Trying to snap a 4-game losing skid today. They've already got a lot of work to do. Again, Bowie still has some side sessions going on in their bullpen throughout this game. Here's the 1-2. This one fouled off again left side, and the count remains. Because now it looks to be Drew Rahm throwing a side session, as he probably would have done pregame. But again, show and go kind of day, people taking their time, so makes sense. Here's the 1-2 to Henderson, misses in the dirt. Count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Henderson has had to shift up and down the lineup a lot lately, and I asked Kyle Moore about it earlier today. He said he's just so proud that he can put him there because he rises to so many of these challenges, especially at such a young age. I think that's one of the things that gets lost so much. The 2-2. This one knuckled off the glove of the catcher, rolled over to third, picked by Alou, sent to first, not in time. As close as it could have gotten without actually being an out. I mean, goodness, that was a heck of a play by Jake Alou over at third base. give it a single, extend Henderson's on-base streak to a league's leading 21 consecutive games, and the Baysox have a runner aboard with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Now here's Hudson Haskin. Righty on righty as Haskin digs. First pitch from Herrera, called a strike, outer edge, and the count opens at 0-1. Herrera is a minor league free agent pickup by the Senators. 5'11", 185-pound right-hander, 26 years of age. Fires the 0-1 in, and Haskin loops it into right field for a base hit. On to second base goes Henderson, and he stops there. But Hudson Haskin now picks up the single, breaks out of his mini little hitless skid, but he's now got hits in 5 of his last 6 games. So Bowie's got 2 aboard here in the bottom of the first inning, and we can talk about tying run all of a sudden as Shane Fontana digs in. Haven't gotten to say his name too often. This is his first game since the 30th, when he had a pretty big breakout game, went 3 for 4. All of them were singles, though, and Bowie was having a tough time actually bringing them across. First pitch home. Fontana takes it inside, nearly clipped the armpit, and the count opens up at 1-0. Herrera comes into today with a 1-1 record of 5.48 ERA in 4 appearances, all starts. 21 in the third innings. He struck out 18, walked 7. Here's the 1-0. Fontana checked his swing. It's called a strike anyway on the inner half, and the count evens at 1. Here's the 1-1. Fontana pops it up right side of the infield toward foul ground. Harrison looks like he has a read on it. Camp Sunner makes the play, inning over. So the Baysox get a couple of 2-out base hits, but they can't bring anyone home. As we go to the second inning here at Prince George's Stadium, Bowie trails 3-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
It's a very special day at Prince George's Stadium on Saturday, June 18th that you don't want to miss. The Roberto Clemente and Latin Baseball Celebration sponsored by Chesapeake Employers Insurance. Fans that get to the game will have a chance to bid on game-worn Baysox jerseys, with all proceeds going to benefit the Clemente Foundation. Again, don't miss out on your chance to own a piece of Baysox history on Saturday, June 18th with the Roberto Clemente and Latin Baseball Celebration, and you can get your tickets now at baysox.com.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Second inning here at Prince George's Stadium as Bowie trails 3-0. Matt Sabatis with you as the Baysox will get Ryan Watson back to work on the mound, trying for a much cleaner second inning than he did have in the first. Watson gave up double, RBI double, 2-run home run before finally settling and picking up a strikeout and 2 groundouts. He faces off with 8-9-1 in this half inning as they get a little dirt set up over on the left side of the infield's foul ground. There will be a couple of instances like this, I imagine, throughout the course of the homestand. Unfortunately, Bowie has been a little understaffed. Head groundskeeper Franklin Escobar is out back home in California dealing with family issues, and we wish him the best, that everything goes smoothly and cleanly with that. And we look forward to seeing him back at Prince George's Stadium as soon as he's able to. But they will be spreading out some fresh dirt over on the left side, just past the third base line, and getting us set up for the start of the second inning. Again, Bowie trails 3-0 here in the top of the second as Watson is just waiting to get it started now. has ball in glove while kicking a little bit of dirt off of the pitching rubber. And now he's ready to go. Mitch Longo, the batter, one of two lefties on these bottom two to start. First pitch, fastball misses him inside, and the count starts out at 1-0. Watson has had his ups and downs with left-handers this season. They have hit him a little bit more than the right-handers. That's not saying much considering how few he's been hit. The 1-0 misses high, and the count goes to 2-0. But they definitely have done the damage today. 3 of the 4 hits in this game from Harrisburg have been from the left side of the plate. But Watson has not walked any left-handers. That's the other thing. Here's the 2-0. Swinging just a piece, hits off of the mid of Rutschman, and the count goes to 2-1. Obviously, very big news this week with Adley Rutschman back behind the dish for Bowie. Does kind of give them a little bit of trouble to work with when you've got Maverick Hanley and Cody Roberts. At least they have time to rest. 2-1. Rubbed foul, first base side. That one was smoked at 98 miles an hour, and the count goes even at 2. Again, a very relaxing day, though, here at Prince George's Stadium after a up-and-down week in Richmond. 2-2 pitch on its way home to Longo is swung on and fouled. He just hangs on for that curveball. Stays alive for another offering as the count stays even at 2. For Ryan Watson, it's a 4-pitch offering. Changeup is his best secondary, but he's very proud of that fastball. Here's the 2-2. This is high. That was the fastball. Count fills. Second full count given up today by Ryan Watson. He struck out the first batter, Jacob Rhinesmith, looking. Longo kicking some dirt out of the cleats. He'll reset. Here's the payoff. Swinging a pop-up on the infield behind home. Rutschman sheds the mask, ranges down to the warning track. He makes it. So 1 gone here in the top of the second. Now Jackson Clough will dig in. I was talking with a couple of the folks over at Press Box the other day, and they were asking me, well, what kind of stands out about Ryan Watson? Is there anything that's led to such an incredible start? And I was really just kind of at a loss to say what it might have been. His fastball placement has been very, very good this season, and he's just been picking up some good swings and misses. First pitch home to Jackson Clough misses away. Count starts out at 1-0, and I think that comes down to a little more of his sequencing than really just his stuff in general. His curveball and his slider aren't dastardly. The 1-0 fouled off back to the screen. Count evens at 1. Jackson Clough on the season has been having a tough time. 111 average, a 339 OPS, a double, a homer, 3 runs driven in. He struck out 28 times and walked only twice. Here's the 1-1. Here's the changeup. Hits the upper outside corner for a called strike. It's 1-2. Bases empty, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Bowie trails 3-0. Watson trying for his second strikeout here as they play heavily for the lefty Clough to pull. Pitch home. This is high. Count evens at 2. Interestingly enough, Clough is actually liable to go either right or left almost as often. 39% on the pull, 36% opposite field. Not too different. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Tailed that slider way too far inside for Clough to have a chance. And that's the second strikeout for Ryan Watson today. 2 gone. Now it goes back to the top of the lineup, and Jackson Flores, as the infield will shift back a little bit to pull now on the right-hander. Third baseman Gunnar Anderson steps in for a potential bunt. We'll see if Flores tries to surprise it. He led off the game with a double on a 1-1 pitch. Here's the first. This one roped up the middle for a base hit. No, Jordan Westberg gave it a try, but it just got past his glove. That one hung up just long enough that it barely gave Westberg an opportunity. But it's a single for Flores. He's already got a 2-hit day. And now Jake Alou will step in with a runner at first and 2 gone. Again, Alou had such a successful series against the Yard Goats that he's going to be a dangerous one to dance around in this series. Here's the first pitch from Watson. He squares, pulls back. It's called a strike, down and in. Looked like Rutschman was thinking about the back pick, but with a left-hander in the box, he decided against it. Watson sets. Pitch home, runner goes. Called the ball down and away. Throw to second is in time. He slid a bit off the bag, but Rutschman nailed him anyway. Welcome back, Adley. Caught stealing goes 2-6, and the inning is over. 2-out single eliminated. We're on to the bottom of the second. Baysox still trail 3-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional, organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom-tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Baysox Youth Baseball Camps are back in 2022, and registration is open now. 3 sessions this summer led by Orioles Hall of Famer and former Rookie of the Year Al Bumbry, along with former Baysox outfielder Stephen Bumbry. Kids will take part in in-depth on-field instruction and go head-to-head in camp-wide games at Prince George's Stadium. All campers get a free Baysox hat and a ticket to a Baysox game of their choice. Space is limited, so head to BaysoxShop.com and reserve your spot at a Baysox Youth Baseball Camp today.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Bottom of the second inning here at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie trying to come back from an early 3-0 deficit. Bottom half of the lineup due up for the Baysox as well. It's J.D. Mundy to open, followed by Joey Ortiz and Zach Watson. Ronald Herrera is back to work on the mound. Gave up two-out singles in the first, but kept it scoreless. First pitch to the left-hander Mundy misses high, and the count starts out at 1-0. Mundy on the season with Bowie, a .275 average, a .727 OPS, 1 homer and 4 runs driven in. He missed about 9 days with an illness, 1-0. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down and away. Count goes even at a ball and a strike. The Baysox were dealing with a bit of a head cold that ran through the clubhouse for a few days. Mundy was one of the hardest hit. Next pitch, swing and a miss, high fastball. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes now. Yeah, I think it was a majority of the Akron series. He played 2 games of the Akron series and then came back for the final 3 games of the Richmond series. 1-2, up and in, nearly hit him. Count goes even at 2-2. He came in as a pinch hitter on Friday's game in Richmond, delivered a single, but was left as a tying runner stranded. Next pitch, lifted high, not too deep, out toward right center field. Mitch Longo in right, running in a long way, camps under it, makes his s'mores, and brings down the ball. So 1 gone. Here's Joey Ortiz.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, number 6, Joey Ortiz.
Ortiz on the season, only a .188 average. He's only got 2 total hits in his last 5 games. Very slow Richmond series for him, but he did score a couple of runs, and that's something that the Baysox have been aching for lately. Here's the first. It's called strike. Breaking ball, bottom half of the zone. It's 0-1. You look back to the Baysox last 3 games, their offense has just been so slow. It's unfortunate. 0-1 pitch. Fouled off right side, 0-2. So 1 run each in each of their last 3 games. It was the 9-1 loss on Sunday, 3-1 the night before, 2-1 the night before that. It was the first time that Bowie had been held to 3 total runs in any 3-game span in quite a long time. The 0-2 bounces in, down and away, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. First time since 2019 that's happened. July 25th to the 27th, Bowie dropped the first 3 in a 4-game series at Binghamton. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ortiz goes chasing on a breaking ball in the dirt. They'll throw to first, but Ortiz does not try up the line. That's the first strikeout for Ronald Herrera today, his 19th of the season. It is a very rare drought for Bowie. They lost the first game of that Binghamton series 3-2 in 11 innings, got shut out in the second, and then lost the third game 2-1. That just tells you, though, how long it's been since Bowie has had such a struggle, and that also tells you how long or how little this will last. First pitch to Zach Watson misses high. Count starts out at 1-0. Here's the next. Watson checks on it. It's called a strike anyway, lower outside corner. Count evens. 185 average this season, a 496 OPS. He has 2 doubles, a triple. Still hunting for his first home run this year. He's driven in 3 runs. 1-1. Misses down. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Mentioned it a bit in pregame. Herrera's got a very long arm this season. He's gone at least 5 innings in all of his outings. Went 6 innings in his second outing of the year. But he's always given up at least 2 earned runs or more. 2-1 pitch. Bounced slowly over toward short, curling around on it, picking it at the chin Clough. He fires to first, and it's just in time. Watson gave it a good zip. But he's thrown out 6-3, and the inning is over as the Baysox go down in order. We're on to the third here at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie still trails 3-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
Back to Prince George's Stadium as we move to the third inning. Matt Sabatis and Adam Pohl with you. As Bowie trails 3-0 and Ryan Watson gets back to work for the Baysox, we hand it off to Adam for the next few innings of play-by-play.
Well, thank you so much, Matt. So we are getting ready to see how deep Watson can go in this game after what was a tough start. Here to the evening for this young right-hander. He'll deal to the 2, 3, and 4-hole hitters. Here for Harrisburg, here's the left-handed batting, Jake Alou. Pitch and a fastball, strike on the inside, and the count is 0-1. Watson making only his second Double-A start today, and facing a very different looking lineup than what you're used to in the minor leagues, as there's a swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch on the outer half, and the count is 0-2. In that, Harrisburg is such a veteran-laden lineup. Watson winds, and now he throws. And a swing and a high-lifted pop fly, shallow left. Going out, Henderson coming in on it, Harris. And Harris there to make the catch. And Alou retired, 1 down. Now you look at it here in this prime part of the order. Alou, Gashu, and Garcia, 2, 3, and 4 in the Harrisburg lineup. And they all have just a bevy of Double-A experience. Yes, here is Taylor Gashu, who spent spent his career beginning in the Pirates system. As here's the pitch, and he swings and misses at an off-speed delivery away, and the count is 0-1. He did not reach Double-A till he was in the national system in 2017. Played 4 games with Harrisburg. did play in the big leagues briefly last year. As a breaking ball grounded foul to the right side, and Watson is ahead 0-2. So Harrisburg is a good example of the difference of what you see at the Double-A level. You're not going to see a player like Gashu at the Single-A level. A pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. Strike three. Off speed again. And Gashu out in front. It is a third strikeout of the night for Watson and 2 quick outs here in the top of the third inning. And now Wilson Garcia will come to the plate. And what I mean is, Double is the first time that you're going to actually face players that have played in the major leagues previously. As here is Wilson Garcia, the pitch, and a swing and a lifted fly ball left field, playable for Harris, who's standing and waiting, and he'll make the catch, and Watson has a very, very quick inning. In fact, I believe it was a 6-pitch third inning. We head to the bottom half of it. Harrisburg's early onslaught has them in front. The Senators lead 3-0 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Nitro Circus is back with an all-new tour coming to Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, June 5th. Fueled by new athletes, new tricks, and the craziest contraptions, the Good, Bad, and Rad Tour presented by A-Shock marries the sketchy, scary, and cringe-worthy dangers of big air action sports to the hilarious comedy of Nitro's lunatic daredevils who risked their lives to send it. Bowie, it's going down at Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, June 5th. Tickets as low as $35 are on sale now at Baysox.com. Hey Baysox fans, if you've got a teacher or educator in your life that's meant a lot to you, or if you're one yourself, then you don't want to miss out on the Baysox Educator Appreciation Week from Tuesday, June 28th to Friday, July 1st. Teachers and educators who show a school ID at the Baysox ticket office will get 2 free tickets to a game of their choice between those days, all sponsored by Educational Systems Federal Credit Union. Again, it's Educator Appreciation Week at Prince George's Stadium, Tuesday, June 28th to Friday, July 1st.
Well, we welcome you back here to Prince George's Stadium. 3-0 Harrisburg leads. Bottom of the third inning, it is Harris, Westberg, and then Rutschman in this last of the third against the veteran right-hander Herrera. The pitch, and Dylan Harris takes off the outside. A fastball, ball one. Boy, Harris in his 10th Double-A game. He's got 14 hits already. And here it comes, and he swings and lifts one down the line in right field, curling for the corner, but a foul ball. If that landed fair, it would have had double written all over it, as the count is now 1-1. Harris, it's not just 14 hits, which is a large sum of hits, but 8 of the 14 hits have been of the extra base hit variety. So he's been doing some damage as he takes a cutting strike at 84 miles an hour in the inner half, right over the heart of the plate. And the count is 1-2. The Harris, a dangerous hitter at the bottom of the order as he shoots a foul and a line drive out of play the other way. A 93-mile-an-hour fastball near the outside corner. Harris, one of 4 true left-handed hitters in this lineup tonight. Here it comes. And a backdoor breaking ball just stayed away. Herrera wanted it but did not get it. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Herrera was pitching in this league at the age of 20 years old for Trenton. He throws. And there's a swing and a line drive base into right field. He went off speed again, and Harris was there turning on it for a single to right, and he's on for the top of the order leading off the third inning. And now here's Jordan Westberg.
Second baseman, Jordan Westberg.
Ronald Herrera made his pro debut 10 years ago in the Dominican Summer League and made his Double-A debut in 2015, now 7 years ago. reached the major leagues 5 years ago briefly with the Yankees pitch. And Jordan Westburg takes a letter-high fastball. And they count 1 ball and no strikes. Herrera was out of affiliated baseball last year. He was pitching in the Frontier League, but signed by the Nationals. He was Harrisburg's opening day starter this year. As a cutting pitch is off the outside, and Westburg's ahead here 2-0. Westburg's another one like Harris. 16 hits, 9 of them extra base hits. As Harris was dancing a little bit there, and he had to hurry as it kind of scurry back to the bag safely on a throw over. But Westburg, once again, more than half of his hits, extra base hits. Came into the game hitting right at 200, the pitch. And he takes on the outside corner for a strike. Boy, there it is. That is what you call a fastball count. Can we really say that anymore in today's game? It feels like you don't see many 2-0 fastballs or 3-1 fastballs, which used to be something you saw consistently in years prior. As there's a swing and a ball lifted towards left center. Over on the run, Connell, and he'll make a running catch to his right towards left center. Harris is playing it halfway. He'll retreat, and there's now 1 down, and here's Adley Rutschman. And so much excitement about Rutschman back healthy and making his way back up the organizational ladder. As once again, Adley injured very early in spring training. Rutschman went down on March the 11th with a right triceps injury as a fastball off the outside. And they count 1 ball and no strikes. Adley in from the left side against this right-hander Herrera. After he really stung the ball for an entire week in Aberdeen last week at the high level. As a big swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. Off-speed pitch there. Rutschman went 6 for 13. 3 of the 6 hits for the Ironbirds last week were doubles. As Harris has his lead off first. The 1-1 pitch. Swing at a chop ball foul right into the Baysox dugout. Off to the first base side. And the count is 1-2. Rutschman, it's not just about stats on a piece of paper, is it? I mean, if there's ever a player that looked the part, his quick footwork defensively and his picturesque swing as a fastball just off the inside. And the count is 2-2. And the thing that is not talked about enough about Rutschman is what he just did there. That was a fastball near the inside corner, and he took it with 2 strikes. He's got a great feel for the zone. As he swings and grounds it right side to his left, Flores gloves, and he throws it away. He goes skipping into the outfield grass. Harris will get third. Rutschman to his feet is into second, a throwing error. And the Baysox are in business. Raiders at second and third, and 1 down in the 3rd inning. So they were swung around a bit for Rutschman to pull. And in the end, Flores, if there was nobody on base, it would have been about a 25-foot throw there. But instead, Flores had to make a long throw to second. It would have been well in time to get the lead runner. It would have been a tough double play turn, but the throw was low. It went skidding by, cleft the Harrisburg shortstop. And here's Gunnar Henderson. Infield remains back here, the pitch. And he takes off the inside. A little cutter, it appeared. And the count 1-0. This is Bowie's best opportunity. They had 2 men on and 2 down in the first, but failed to score. Now runners at second and third, 1 down, trailing 3-0. Pitch. And Gunnar takes down low. Ball 2. Henderson, you think of him as a big, athletic, power-hitting infielder, but he's also a player that has a few things stand out that you would not expect immediately when coming to watch him play. His patience at the plate is one of them. And the other is the fact that this guy can really run. Pitch. And he swings and lifts a fly ball. Will hit to center. Connell going back, looking up. This ball game is tied. Gunnar Henderson has in his 4th home run of the year. And it has come in a timely junction here. A 3-run shot to straightaway center, tying the ball game at 3 apiece. Off the batter's eye, right over the 405 sign in straightaway center. And the Baysox bats are happy to be back home, as here is Hudson Haskin. You know, what is it about the Diamond of Richmond? They even brought the outfield fences in 10 feet a few years ago. Haskin shows bunt, lays it down. It is foul. That was one of those fair foul. If that stayed fair, Haskin is in there with a base hit. No doubt about it. Still hitting .357 is Haskin with an OPS above 1100 after his incredible first week of the year. A single to right his first time up today. But the Baysox, a team that you expected to have the offense really lead the ball club this year. Yeah, they struggled last week in Richmond. Other than that 10-run outburst in the middle of the week. Here's the 0-1. And Haskin takes a fastball off the outside. And the count even 0-ball and a strike. But the ball carries much different here at Prince George's Stadium. Pitch, swinging a fisted ground ball left side. Shortstop Clough in front of it, the glove, long throw. And he beats the speedy Haskin for the second out of the inning. Now there's 2 down in the frame for Shane Fontana. Now the Baysox losing a lot of low-scoring games over the weekend in Richmond. They've had very good pitching, and here tonight, kind of a weird start. We had a 30-minute delay. Harrisburg scoring 3 runs immediately. Here's the pitch. And it's down and in a fastball, ball 1 to Fontana. And here we are now. Bowie is even the game in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A throwing error, kind of opening the opportunity. Pitch, and Fontana lifts a fly ball to medium depth left. There is Ryan Smith standing and waiting to make the catch, and with it the inning is over. But the Baysox have tied the ball game on a 3-run home run to straightaway center off the bat of Gunnar Henderson. And we go to the 4th, knotted at 3 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates, with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
So the Baysox have tied the ball game on a 3-run home run to straightaway center off the bat of Gunnar Henderson, his 4th of the year. And now let's see what they can do here. As Ryan Watson back to the hill, the right-hander in his 4th inning of work. Even when Watson allowed the first 4 all to reach via an extra base hit. How about that? 3 doubles and a homer. I mean, he was throwing strikes. He's thrown 47 pitches, 32 of them for strikes. He delivers, and a swing and a lifted fly down the line in left, curling for the corner, and a foul ball. Off the bat of Jacob Rhinesmith, the left fielder. Connell and Harrison will follow here for Harrisburg. And you can tell that Harrisburg thinks that Watson is a strike thrower because they are swinging so often to the first pitch here. They don't want Watson to get ahead in the count with that fastball. He had a 6-pitch third inning. The tall right hitter winds and delivers. High fastball lifted in the air, left field. Harris going back, and on the run, he'll make the catch as he crosses onto the warning track. And very quickly, one retired in this 4th inning. Baysox are at home all week long. Day games Wednesday and Thursday. Night games Friday and Saturday. Fireworks following Saturday night's tilt. And then Sunday, another afternoon ball game to wrap up the series. Get your tickets online at Baysox.com. As here's Justin Connell. Gunnar Henderson in at third as a breaking ball just stayed off the inside. And the count 1 ball and no strikes. Well, this is a little bit of a new role here for Watson. Last year he made 22 appearances and only 4 of them were starts. Big swing and a foul tip right at the plate. And the count is 1-1. A 4-year pitcher at Auburn who was an undrafted free agent in what was that shortened 2020 draft, like his first baseman and teammate, J.D. Mundy. And he's had a precipitous rise in the system as a breaking ball, big swing from Connell, and it's cued foul right off the end of the bat. And the count 1-2. Watson in his first full season last year had nearly an 11 strikeout per 9-inning ratio. And worked to a 3.48 ERA between low A Delmarva and high A Aberdeen. As a check swing foul on another off-speed pitch down. As just hanging in there, Connell. And the count stays at 1-2. It's so impressive for Watson to come up to Bowie, and as Matt spoke to earlier tonight, what a start to the year it has been. He throws. High fastball taken. A check swing. He did not go upon appeal. And the count is 2-2. And coming into today, 13 innings. Not only no runs, but just 2 hits. 2. And he's allowed 5 today, but 4 were in a row to start the game. He has really settled in nicely. The pitch. And he bounces this one. As it was down and away, and the count is now full 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 1 out, nobody on. Connell, the center fielder, batting right-handed hitter. They play to pull Westberg, second baseman for Bowie. He's up the middle. 3-2 coming. Breaking ball lifted towards center. Standing and waiting is Haskin, and he'll make the catch. And there's now 2 down, and that is 4 fly ball outs in the last 5 phases. If you look at it, since this man, K.J. Harrison, last came to the plate, of the last 9 men that Watson has faced, he has struck out 2. And he's gotten 6 fly ball outs, or air outs. Here's the pitch. And Harrison takes a strike. Good fastball near the outside corner. That was 93 miles an hour in what was the 57th pitch of the night for Watson. He delivers, and chasing a slider down Harrison, a pitch in the dirt, and it's 0-2. Now Harrison will stand back in quickly here. He's got hits in 5 straight games entering tonight. The 0-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He got him. A cutting pitch off the outside. A 4th strikeout for Watson. And another 1-2-3 frame. We move to the last of the 4th in a tie ball game at 3 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Well, it may be on Sunday, May 29th, but get ready for the Baysox first Catter Day at Prince George's Stadium. Everyone's heard of Bark in the Park, but now you can bring your kitty out for a relaxing afternoon of ball. And if you get here early enough, you can pick up a free Baysox Catter Day t-shirt, courtesy of the City of Bowie. You can get your tickets now for the first ever Catter Day at 301-464-4865 or at baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
So the Baysox have come back and tied this ballgame at 3 apiece. Here is J.D. Mundy here to lead off this bottom of the fourth inning for Bowie. The wind of the pitch, and it's off the outside from Herrera. And the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Mundy, then Ortiz, and then Watson for the Baysox in this bottom of the fourth inning. The next one, and it sinks under the knees, and the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Mundy swung the bat pretty well, especially last week, but he hasn't hit that big power surge of yet. As he swings and lifts one to straightaway center. Has it come now? Cardinals looking up, and it's way out of here. How about that? High off the batter's eye in straightaway center. There's the power surge beginning to take place. Mundy's second home run of the year, and the Baysox have their first lead of the night. Bowie's on top 4-3. That's great to see. And now Joey Ortiz to the plate. You look at this Baysox lineup. Guys like Mundy batting 6th tonight, Watson batting 8th. You just have power all over the lineup. And now a power hitter's ballpark as a swing and a chopper foul off to the third base side, and the count is 0-1 to Ortiz. If you think about the ballparks in the Eastern League in totality, many of them play pretty much straight away. But once again, Richmond is a ballpark where fly balls just do not carry. The wind's almost always blowing in as there's a strike at the knees with a fastball. And the count is 0-2 to Ortiz. Now, boy, Richmond has had Bowie's number here early on this year. 0-2 coming. And Ortiz takes a breaking ball down and away in the dirt. Ball 1. Ortiz, really an outstanding defensive middle infielder tonight, playing it short. Actually began his collegiate career as a third baseman, though, at New Mexico State. And he swings and chops one sharply left side. Good pick on a short hop by Alou at third. And he makes the throw across the diamond to get the out. And one retired. And now Zach Watson, kind of in a similar mode. We haven't seen that breakout power yet from Watson, who is looking for his first home run of the year right now. And what is his 19th game of the season? Right-handed hitter. Grounded out to short his first time up. Here's the pitch. And he tried to check his swing, but it's a belt-high strike nonetheless. And the count is 0-1. Last year, Watson hit 21 homers in 105 games. So he hit about a home run every 5 games at 2 different levels as he takes a fastball off the outside. And the count is 1-1. It is still early, though, in this 2022 season. I mean, this is only our 21st game of the year. As a swing and a lifted pop fly, straight back, out of play. And the count is 1-2. Boy, Harrisburg had a big start to this game. They scored 3 runs before Bowie was able to register an out. But here we are in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Baysox are in front 4-3. The wide to the 1-2 coming. Reaching swing and a tapper foul. Good job to stay alive there by Watson on a big hook bending below the knees. And the count stays 1-2. Baysox getting a 3-run home run from Gunnar Henderson. And then a solo homer from J.D. Mundy, both of which hitting off of the batter's eye. 1-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He beat him with a fastball. And that is strike 3. Almost looked like Gashu, the catcher, had a little bit of discomfort coming out of his crouch there. I don't know if he got hit by the follow-through of the bat by Watson or not. Watson turned to make sure Gashu was okay. And there's now 2 down in the inning. That was a second strikeout of the evening for the right-hander Herrera. Here's Dylan Harris, and he takes a strike. Now, sometimes when you're a 9-hole hitter, it's almost like you're a second leadoff hitter. And Harris played that role in the 3rd inning. 0-1 coming. Inside a fastball. And the count 1-1 is Dylan single to right, spark what would be that 3-run rally. Herrera winds and delivers. And it's too tall a fastball. And the count 2 balls and a strike. Herrera, a more veteran pitcher again. The pitch count, he's stretched out much more than we have seen many other pitchers this year. This is 71st pitch. And a swing and a ball lightly lined and caught at first base by Harrison. A knee-high catch, almost bending into a squat like a catcher. And with it, the inning is over. But a lead-off homer off the batter's eye. What a shot off the bat of J.D. Mundy, his 2nd of the year. And with it, the Baysox have the lead as we head to the 5th, 4-3 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Hey, coffee lovers. Know where you'll find the world's freshest cup of coffee? Right here at Royal Farms. Because with our new brewing system, it takes less than a minute to go from selecting the kind of coffee you want to this. The freshest, most flavorful cup of coffee you can buy is at Royal Farms. So try one. It'll be love at first sip because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
If you're working in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area as a pipe fitter, pipe welder, or HVAC service technician, and you're interested in a better life, a better means to provide for yourself and your family, a way to make sure that you're earning the highest wages and the best benefits in our industry. Visit our website at steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org. And let's talk about what we can do to help change your life.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Well, Ryan Watson will work into the 5th inning here, and now he's working with a lead. On top of Harrisburg 4-3, and with the call of the 5th, here's Matt Sabatis.
Well, even though Ryan Watson's scoreless streak has come to an end, he's picked back up to an impressive minimum since the last double from Wilson Garcia, and he's in line for his 3rd win. First pitch home to Mitch Longo is a called strike. He checked on it, and the home plate umpire says he went around. 0-1 to start. Longo popped out to Rutschman in foul territory back in the 2nd inning, and this is how the 2nd inning started, with Longo, then Clough, then Jackson Flores. Next pitch, roped over to second and a pass Jordan Westberg into right field. He had a bit of a delay on that one, didn't attempt the full dive. If he did, maybe, but you can't credit anything there. It was a good attempt. Leadoff single by Mitch Longo. That's the 4th leadoff base hit he's collected this season. And now it goes to Jackson Clough here with nobody out and 1 aboard in the 5th. Again, Bowie ahead 4-3 here at Prince George's Stadium, trying to break out of this 4-game losing skid, and they've been bringing the long ball back. Said it plenty of times during the Richmond series. They put a charge into so many baseballs that probably would have gotten out at Prince George's Stadium, but turned into deep flyouts at the Diamond. Here's Clough, first pitch, misses high. Count starts out at 1-0. 3:09 down the line to left and right here at Prince George's Stadium. 4:05 to straightaway center, and we've seen 2 long balls leave the park in that direction today. 1-0 the count here on Clough. Runner at first, nobody out. Here's the pitch home. Inside, skips off of Rutschman and gets back to the screen. Runner advances. Trying for second, a hard lean around from Longo, but he'll advance in the wild pitch and stop there. But it does run the count to 2-0 on Clough, and that is a tough one, no matter what the catcher, to field a heavy slider like that against a left-handed batter. And so far today, at the very least, Ryan Watson's slider has been extremely devastating for some of these batters. Just against the lefties, it's hard for them to really have any trouble with it because of how much it breaks in early. 2-0 the count on Clough. He struck out swinging on a 2-2 pitch back in the 2nd inning. Here's the next offering. In there, called strike, outside corner of the fastball. That's that fastball placement from Ryan Watson that had worked so beautifully through his first 3 appearances of the season. Needs it again right now as the tying run is pushed into scoring position because of the wild pitch. He looks back, runner at second once, and fires the 2-1. It's swung on and flown foul. Third base side, it will get out. Touches down just past the fencing there beyond the Harrisburg bullpen. And the count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So big chance here for Watson. He's faced the minimum since giving up that double to Wilson Garcia, thanks in part to a caught stealing by Adley behind the dish. Here's the 2-2. Misses just away the curve. Count runs full here on Clough. I mentioned how the full counts haven't really been an issue for Watson simply because he hasn't gotten to too many of them. Over those first 2 outings, 24 total batters faced, only 2 batters reached a 3-ball count in any capacity, and I believe only one of them was an actual full count. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. He got him. Pumped the high fastball. Clough goes chasing. That's the 5th strikeout for Watson today. Needed right now after the leadoff single by Longo in the wild pitch. Now it goes back to the top of the lineup in Jackson Flores, who surprisingly is only 3 for 13 with runners in scoring position this season. We've seen some very interesting numbers. Again, it is still early enough in the year as we've just turned over into the 2nd month. Righty on righty as Flores steps and bounces the first pitch over to the left side of the infield. Scooped on the run by the shortstop Ortiz at the shoelaces, and he rips it to first in time for the out. Runner stays at second as Ortiz fielded, and there's quickly 2 gone. 6-3 put out changes the outlook of this inning drastically. Now it goes to Jay Galoo. So Watson's high strikeout number this season was 7, and that was in his first outing of the year. Tossed 4 perfect innings. Remember, he opened with 9 1/3 perfect innings for the season. Here's Alou. First pitch. Roped up the third base line. This one could be trouble. Running on it, Harris toward the corner, and it's gone. Alou picks up his 4th home run in just a week. And it puts Harrisburg back ahead 5-4. 2-run shot is Alou's 4th of the season. He's up to 17 runs, 18 runs driven in with his 3 today. Second home run given up by Watson in this game after not giving up any to start the year. 2021, though, he did give up 4 of them. Here's Taylor Gushu. First pitch home to the switch-hitting catcher is flown foul left side out of play. Count opens at 0-1. So the Baysox now trailing 5-4. All 3 runs in the first inning coming off of 4 consecutive hits. The 0-1. Bounced over to second, holding on it easily is Westberg. He gobbles up and rainbows it over to first for the out. Inning closes, but not before Harrisburg retakes the lead. 2-out, 2-run home run by Jake Alou. His 4th of the season makes it a 5-4 game. We're halfway home at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie trails 5-4. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Come celebrate Mother's Day with the Baysox on Sunday, May 8th as they take on the Washington Nationals affiliate, the Harrisburg Senators. Have a lovely afternoon with Mom at the ballpark and cap it off by having a catch in the outfield after the game. It's a 1:05 first pitch for Mother's Day at Prince George's Stadium, and special ticket packages are available but limited. So get yours now at 301-464-4865 or at baysox.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the DC area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Baysox hosting a Mother's Day celebration this upcoming Sunday. That's May 8th. Pre-game catch on the field, special Field of Dreams opportunity, a Mother's Day buffet. All sorts of fun happenings at the ballpark this Sunday. Head to baysoxshop.com to find out about the special ticket package. Bowie trails 5-4 as we move to the bottom of the 5th. First pitch home to the leadoff man, Jordan Westberg, is grounded right to third. One hop in, Jake Alou picks it at the chin, sends it over to first. The same amount of time he got it, and there's already one gone. Westberg riding an 0-for-3 day, all ready to start. He's been going quickly. Adley Rutschman digs in. And I said this when he stepped up. I'm going to have to catch up with him sometime soon and tell him how much of a fan I am of his walk-up song. Here's the first pitch. Called a strike, upper outside corner. Count opens at 0-1. Gorgeous off of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Now, do you know that album, Adam? I figured not. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one roped over toward right field. It cut off Longo a little bit. He has to dive for it, and it's off his glove. Adley turns the corner at first, motors to second. It's going to be close, but he slides in safe. That one could go either way. It's a straight-up double. Longo had a tough read on it, tried to dive, and came up empty. But Rutschman picks up yet another double on his run-up back from the slow start to the season. Now, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Adam, it's a very wonderful album by an interesting gentleman by the name of Kanye West. Not a fan of his most recent work, but around those 2010 times, that's when he was best, and Adley clearly agrees. Here's Gunnar Henderson. First pitch home to him is inside a ball. Count starts out at 1-0. So Rutschman at second base now. Second time he's in scoring position today after reaching on the fielder's choice error in the third inning. Henderson this season a .357 average with runners in scoring position, but he swings through the next offering. High fastball. 98 miles an hour on the gun from Herrera. See, that's one of the other things that Harrisburg is doing very well this season. It's somewhat similar to what the Flying Squirrels do, and it's why Bowie really ran into such trouble with them, and it's something Kyle Moore had talking about too. It's the age, the experience of some of these guys. Next pitch misses inside. Count goes to 2-1. A lot of players on this team, and the same could be said about Richmond for potentially different reasons, they're just a little more physically mature. They're a little more used to playing at this level, so they can get up a little bit more on that velo. As the 2-1 comes in, it's swung on and missed high. Change there, and the count goes even at 2 on Henderson. because I mentioned it, Herrera is 26 years old. He is one of the older arms on the roster, but there is another starter, Andrew Lee, that we'll see later in this series, if I'm not mistaken, who's 28. Here's the 2-2. Up and in. Run the count full here on Henderson. I'm mistaken, though. It's Evan Lee who will be starting later in this series. I got the last name right, at least. Runner at second. One away here in the bottom of the fifth inning. That's a tying run as Bowie trails 5-4. Here's the pitch to Henderson. Bounced over to the right side and through for a base hit. Moore says, Adley, head home. He's going to score. Henderson goes to second. The throw comes in. It's in time, and they got him. Oh, that's a toughie. Bowie ties the game as Henderson tries to stretch the single into a double, but he does drive in the run. His 4th RBI of the day, and it's 5-5. 9-6 putout. That's Mitch Longo's first outfield assist this season.
But how about Gunner trying to make that into a double? It looked like a surefire single off the bat. I know he's out, but it shows his speed, the ability to even come that close to trying to turn that into 2.
Well, I mean, he can't be stopped right now. Second time in a week he's collected 3 RBIs or more in a single game. First pitch home to Hudson Haskin is called a strike, down and away. Count opens at 0-1. And I had said it, he leads the Eastern League right now with an active 21-game on-base streak. And he's already 3 for 3 today at just 20 years old. Here's the 0-1 to Haskin. This one fouled off right side, and the count goes to 0-2. Haskin 1 for 2 on the day, single to right field in the first inning, grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. Base is empty now here with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th inning, but Bowie has tied the game. It's 5-all, 7 hits each side, 1 error for Harrisburg. Here's the 0-2. Misses in the dirt, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. I caught up with Haskin the other day. I noticed he had a funky little pad just sat on top of his wrist, almost pretty much over his entire hand that just kind of sits through his fingers. Here's the 1-2. Misses away. Infielders thought it might have gone for strike 3, but no, count goes even at 2. I asked him what it was. It's just a simple pad to protect his hand from hit by pitches. Remember, he got hit by a pitch in the Binghamton series, sidelined him for 3 games. And, of course, he had a fractured thumb on that left hand that sat him out for, I think it was 30-plus games at the tail end of 2021. So he's just playing it safe, and it's understandable. He said it doesn't really affect his swing. Here's the 2-2. Check, swing, down and away. They appeal. He didn't go. So Haskin climbs back in from behind 1-2 to run the count full. He is only 1 for 9 on full counts this season. 7 strikeouts, 6 walks. Base is empty, 2 away. The payoff from Herrera is up and in. Oh, watch the chin there. That's a walk, the first of the day given up by either side. I mean, you can say that the pitch clock is helping. It could be hurting, but these people are just, they're going out, they're throwing strikes. They're not letting anything dictate them. They're not dancing around. It's fun baseball.
Harrisburg's really trying to attack the first pitch fastball tonight altogether, and you got to give it up for Herrera because the Baysox are a team that can really work a walk, and he's been a strike thrower today.
Here's Shane Fontana, 0 for 2 on the day, flew out to left his last time up, watches the first pitch called a strike on the inner edge. Count opens at 0-1. It was a note that I had kept track of for a couple of days. I've not followed it into today's game, mostly because Bowie made a couple of lineup changes as the 0-1 to Fontana is called a strike outer half. At the start of last week, Bowie had 3 of the top 4 batters in total pitches seen in the entire Eastern League. They were driving pitchers into the ground that often. Andrew Dashbach led. Here's a pickoff throw to first, not in time, not even a tag. We'll wait on the 0-2 to Shane Fontana. It was Dashbach first, Henderson was 4th, Westberg was 3rd. That was the order. Second place was Erie Seawolves player Andre Lipsius. Here's the 0-2. This one bounced slowly over to first, but foul. Count stays at 0-2. I'm being mindful of some of those balls put into play on the right side with runners at first base because Fontana was actually on base the other day. I'm trying to remember exactly which day it was. Here it is. It was the Wednesday game in Richmond. Fontana was on base with the bases loaded and nobody out, and he got hit by a batted ball. He was ruled out. First time I'd seen it live. 0-2 pitch. He pokes it again first base side. Stuttering on it is Haskin, and that allows Jackson Flores to pick and fire to first, ending the frame. Haskin gave that one a very wide berth. He remembered just like I did. We go to the 6th inning here at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie has tied it back up. Gunnar Henderson, a key RBI single. We're back in just a bit. 5-5. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
It's not baseball season without fireworks, and you can always count on the biggest and best at Prince George's Stadium. There's no better way to cap off a fun evening at the ballpark than a spectacular fireworks show. And the Baysox have got you covered this season with 16 different shows to choose from. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com. There's plenty to catch in the month of May with fireworks every home Saturday. Hope to see you there.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Back to action here as we move to the 6th inning. Bowie and Harrisburg tied at 5. Ryan Watson back out for a 6th, and we hand it off to Adam for the next couple of innings.
Yeah, great to see Watson getting deeper into this game as the tall right-hander will go to work against the middle of this Harrisburg order. Here's Wilson Garcia in from the left side, and the pitch. And a breaking ball stays off the outside, a slider, and they count 1 ball and no strikes. You're seeing these starters' pitch counts elongate here. Harrisburg has a left-hander warming in their pen as it's off speed up and away. And the count is 2-0 as Herrera has thrown 91 pitches in 5 innings. The Senators starter, tall left-hander Alex Troop, is warming in the Senators bullpen. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and a fastball up and away, and it's ball 3 here to Garcia. Garcia, another one of these Double-A veterans in that he was in Akron in this league in 2019, and then last year was in Double-A Chattanooga. 3-0 coming, and just off the outside, a fastball. It was close, but just away, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk here to open this 6th inning. And once again, that's the first walk issued here by Watson today. And now Jacob Rhinesmith to the plate. Now, Rhinesmith started the year a bit slow. He was hitless in his first 4 games and 15 at-bats. But has started to turn it around. Left-handed hitter. Infield at double play depth, the pitch. And a breaking ball strike right over the heart of the plate. And the count is 0-1. He's 0 for 2 tonight. The batting average right now at .210. He's got 13 hits on the year, and every one of them a single. The 0-1 coming from Watson, and a swing and a miss through an off-speed delivery. And he's ahead of the count, 0-2. On deck, the right-handed hitting center fielder, Justin Cottle. It's been a back-and-forth affair. And here we are tied at 5 in the top of the 6th inning. As time is called, and now Rhinesmith will stand back in. Watson about to throw his 78th pitch of the night here. As he throws, and it's too tall with a fastball. As now activity has commenced in the Baysox bullpen. A right-hander is up and starting to throw for Bowie. Baysox getting 4 of their 5 runs today via the homer. A 3-run home run from Gunnar Henderson, and then a solo shot from J.D. Mundy. The 1-2 pitch, Swinging a ground ball to first. Knocked down, it scoots beyond Mundy. Behind him, the second baseman, Wisberg, picks it up. And they get the out as he flips underhand to first. So they play Ryan Smith the pull, and it pays off. A 3-4-3 put out. But with it, Garcia's up to second. And that was a smash. If Mundy is able to glove that cleanly, a chance he's able to go to the bag at first, or even just throw directly to second. They would have had a chance of the double play, but they do get an out in the end. Runner at second, one down, and here is Justin Connell. Hitless in 2 trips. Bowie plays to pull against the right-handed hitter pitch, and he takes a fastball a little bit up high, and the count is 1-0. Well, Connell's has an interesting background, as that he was born in Barcelona, Spain, one of the great cities of the world, city of about 2 million people. But you don't see many guys that go into pro baseball that were born in Spain. The count is 1-0, as from the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking ball, chop weakly foul third base side. And the count 1-1. I was a little surprised, Matt, to see that there were 4 former big league ball players that had been born in Spain. Obviously, baseball is not the national sport of España, right? They won a World Cup in soccer in 2010. They've got tennis majesty galore with athletes like Rafael Nadal and maybe the new great in the game of tennis, Carlos Alcaraz, but you don't see many. In fact, there's never been a player born in Barcelona reach the major leagues in baseball. As Rutschman goes out very briefly here to talk to Watson. Well, here we are, runner at second, one down in this top of the 6th inning. The second baseman, Westbrook, playing right up the middle, so he's almost playing in which to keep Garcia pretty close to that second base bag, not allowing a huge lead. As Watson's got the sign, and now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He threw him a slider down and away, and it cut well off the plate. And Connell nearly went down to a knee, taking a one-handed swing at it. And the count is 1-2 strikes. Harrisburg has twice led in the game. Here's the pitch. And another same pitch in the dirt down and away. This time Connell able to take. And a nice block by Rutschman. So important here to keep the runner at second with one down in the inning. Really, the Baysox haven't played a back-and-forth high-scoring game in some time here. The 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He got him a reaching cut on an off-speed pitch down and away with some cutting action. Boy, Connell, it was almost like he was in his head a little bit on that pitch. Do I swing at this? What do I do? But in the end, Watson ends his night with a big strikeout. So he'll leave as here comes Kyle Moore to make the move to the pen. He'll leave with a runner at second, 2 down in the 6th, tied at 5 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Well, we got a good one here in Bowie for the series opener. The Baysox and the Harrisburg Senators were tied at 5. Alongside Matt Sabatos, my name is Adam Pohl. First pitching change of the night after Ryan Watson has worked 5 2/3 innings, allowing 7 hits, 5 runs so far. A runner at second, still his property. He walked 1 and he struck out 6 batters. And now Ryan Conroy is going to enter here for Bowie, another right-handed pitcher. Well, Conroy, in this Bowie's 21st game of the year, is making his 5th appearance. It's one thing that stands out here for these relievers with more relief pitchers than we're used to seeing. These relievers are not getting in to as many games as you're used to seeing. And Conroy having to wait a while, basically a week, since a tough outing when he allowed 4 runs in an inning and a third his last time out, April 26th in Richmond. So you know he is biting at the bit here to get into this game and throw well. KJ Harrison 0 for 2 tonight bats. Righty-righty matchup, runner at second, 2 down in this game, tied at 5. As a first pitch fastball a little bit low, and with it the count 1-0. So on the year, Conroy 1-0. He's allowed 6 runs, all earned, in 6 1/3 innings. The home run has hurt him. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball left side, deep in the hole. Ortiz gloving a long throw across the diamond in time. It gets Harrison, and it keeps the ball game tied up at 5 apiece. We head to the last of the 6th right after this on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the DC area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
So we're tied at 5. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher into the game, the left-hander Alex Troop, here for Harrisburg. But these starters did go deeper than expected today. I mean, the pitch counts are starting to get elevated. As Herrera threw 91 pitches in 5 innings of work for Harrisburg. And Bowie's starter, Ryan Watson, threw a Baysox season-high 84 pitches in the game today. Here's J.D. Mundy. He'll lead it off. It's Mundy, then Ortiz, and then Watson. Lefty-lefty match of the pitch, and it's right down the middle, a fastball, and the count is 0-1. Or at least we think that's the fastball. It's going to right there in the mid-80s. Kind of a get-me-over delivery. The next one, and a breaking ball diving down and away, and the count evens 1-1 here from Troop to Mundy. The Troop is making his 6th outing of the year, his 5th out of the pen. As the ball hit high into the Bowie night, he got under it. Ryan Smith shading over a bit towards the line, the left fielder, and he'll make the catch. And one retired in this 6th inning, and now Joey Ortiz will stand in. But Troop has had a good time of it, 2-0 with a 2.87 ERA. His 6th outing of the year. He's allowed 8 runs, 5 of which earned in 15 and 2/3 innings. So he can give you a little bit of distance as well. He has also made a start this year. Now here is Ortiz. The pitch. And a swing and a miss through an off-speed delivery. And the count is 0-1. The Troop is not a hard thrower here out of the gate. A very tall, lean, left-handed pitcher. He's all legs as a swing and a ground ball past the mound. Shortstop to his left glove gloving. And with time, he throws out his counterpart in Ortiz. And Troop gets 2 quick outs. And now Zach Watson will come to the plate. Even without big-time velo, Troop, you can tell he throws him over the top. And as a very tall pitcher, he's able to get good angle at the hitters. You would think he's able to get a lot of ground balls here. He's a 6'5" left-handed pitcher as Watson takes down an inside. And they count 1-0 here to the Baysox right fielder. Zach Watson batting 0 for 2 tonight. 5-5, we're tied in the 6th as he swings through a changeup. And they count 1-1. And when your fastball is in the mid to upper 80s, you just have to have a great changeup. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He threw it again. And they count 1-2. You got to do something to keep the hitter off of the fastball. If you're throwing in the mid to upper 90s, it's not a big deal if the opponent knows the heater's coming. It's still hard to hit. As a swing and a lifted foul over the screen. Boy, Watson got a good cut at an 88-mile-an-hour fastball that was elevated right there. And they count 1-2. As Troop winds and now delivers. Swing and a miss. He threw him another changeup, and he got him. The Troop comes in, sets down Bowie in order. We're going to move to inning 7. We got a good one. Stick with us. We're tied at 5. The Baysox and Harrisburg on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Nitro Circus is back with an all-new tour coming to Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, June 5th. Fueled by new athletes, new tricks, and the craziest contraptions, the Good, Bad, and Rad Tour presented by A-Shop marries the sketchy, scary, and cringe-worthy dangers of big air action sports to the hilarious comedy of Nitro's lunatic daredevils who risk their lives to send it. Bowie, it's going down at Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, June 5th. Tickets as low as $35 are on sale now at Baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Be sure to get to the ballpark on Friday, June 17th for a jam-packed night of promotions and fun at Prince George's Stadium. It all starts with fireworks presented by DCA Imaging Systems. It's our mother and son night out with special ticket packages available at BaysoxShop.com. And most importantly, it's the Scouts BSA Campout. When you purchase a special ticket, you and your scout can camp out in the outfield at Prince George's Stadium after the game. It all happens on Friday, June 17th, so find out more and get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
So we're tied at 5 as we now head to the top of the 7th inning. And it's Mitch Longo here to lead things off. The left-handed hitter against the right-hander Conroy. The wind and the pitch from Conroy. And a breaking ball strike to get ahead 0-1. Conroy came in and got a big out to end the 6th and keep this game tied at 5 apiece. As here's the pitch. It's cut on and missed. And the count is now 0-2. Once again, Conroy allowed 4 runs his last time out. And that was basically a week ago. He delivers. And a swing and a miss right over the top. Longo there. And 1 down. And Matt, you know, a lot of times relievers in baseball work every 2-3 days or so. the Baysox have a very large bullpen. A lot of arms that have to get into games. Starters' innings are starting to expand here. And you're seeing a lot of these relievers only able to pitch once or twice a week. The pitch, and it's a ground ball foul off the bat of Clough.
Yeah, it is interesting. But I think on the other end of it, at the very least, it helps them have a better routine. They do know kind of ahead of time when they will be anticipated to pitch again, and then they don't have to worry about if they might be fresh or feeling a little tough being asked to go on for another night after just pitching a day and a half ago.
The pitch to Clough and a lifted fly foul out of play left side. Count is 0-2. It's interesting because the nature of pitching in baseball is that if you're a starter, you know when you will pitch, and if you're a reliever, you got to be ready to come in any game. As now the 0-2 coming. And it's off the outside, ball one. But to your point, Matt, it doesn't feel like that's necessarily the way for the Baysox this year. It's almost like the majority of Bowie's relievers know almost exactly when they're going to get into a game. Here's the pitch. And it's in there and called strike three. Beautiful fastball at 93 miles an hour. And it had a lot of the plate on the outer half. And consecutive strikeouts open this seventh inning in a tie game at 5.
Well, it does also, as I said, just help them keep a little bit of their routine, while at the same time, it is on the Baysox and how the Orioles system as a unit just kind of uses the pseudo piggybacks with a lot of their stuff. That's how Ryan Watson started. He was a piggyback.
As there's a called strike here to Jackson Flores, and the count is 0-1.
Cameron Bishop is taking on a lot of piggyback roles. Easton Lucas has taken on piggyback roles.
As the pitch is in the dirt and the count evens at a ball on a strike.
So it is interesting just how these things kind of square out for a lot of these guys, and it just leaves the development possibilities a little more open. It doesn't shoehorn a guy in.
1-1 coming, and a beautiful breaking ball that started a bit up and in. It cuts right over the heart of the plate, and the count is 1-2. All of a sudden, Conroy coming in, trying to strike out the side. In the seventh, he throws. Breaking ball hit hard on the ground to third. Up with his second up, Henderson across the diamond in time. And with it, the inning is over. So it is stretch time here in Bowie. We're tied at 5 in the series opener. The Baysox in Harrisburg on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional, organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Well, we head to the bottom of the seventh inning. First pitch is up and in for ball one here to Dylan Harris. Leading off the frame, we're tied at 5. The Baysox and Harrisburg as Troop delivers. And a breaking ball cuts off the outside. And it's now 2-0. 9-1-2 in the Baysox order. Harris, Westberg, and Rutschman in the seventh. Here it comes. And he takes an off-speed pitch strike. And the count is 2-1. Troop is one of these left-handers that it's almost like he never throws A pitch the same speed as a fastball strike of the knees. And the count 2-2. And the ability to mix and match is really what makes him so effective. The wind and the pitch. Reaching swing and a miss, strike 3. Right over the top, Harris. And right now, the Baysox are guessing a little bit at what is coming from Troop. And they're not guessing right. As here's Westberg. Rutschman will be on deck now for Bowie. It's something that we've seen with great success in the major leagues, especially this year with the Orioles from Bruce Zimmerman. As a fastball right down the middle, strike 1. In that, in the years preceding, you'd see a starting pitcher throw 60, 70% fastballs. As a fastball in on the hands of Westberg, and he fouls it back to the top of the screen. And over the last 5 to 10 years in baseball, even though so much of the talk of pitching in baseball is about velocity, you're seeing pitchers throw fewer and fewer fastballs. As a swing and a miss, getting Westberg with an off-speed pitch, strike 3. Troop has struck out 3 in a row. And now Adley Rutschman will bat. 2 outs, nobody on in this game, tied at 5 in the 7th. And Rutschman, who's a switch hitter, will get an at-bat, the first of the night from the right side. He's 1 for 3. He has doubled his 4th double in a little bit more than a week in this rehab stint. As here's the pitch, and he takes a fastball strike on the outer half, and they count 0-1, albeit Adley, because he's not a big leaguer, as of yet, it is not a classic rehabber. Here's the pitch, and he takes a fastball a little bit in, and the count evens here 1-1. You're seeing these pitchers like a left-handed Trooper Zimmerman throw less than 50% heaters. As it's off the outside, a changeup, and the count is 2-1. And it's almost settling in that 40% is the right place to be with that fastball. The 2-1 coming. Changeup, big swing and a miss. Boy, Rutschman's going to have to take the helmet off and throw that hair back again to readjust the batting helmet. It's 2-2. The fastball changeup combo's been big. As now a swing and a soft, flared foul off to the right side, off another off-speed pitch. Harrisburg led early 3-0. Bowie battled back. We're tied at 5 in the 7th. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him with a darting slider down and in. And with it, the inning is over. Troop has struck out now 4 in a row. So we'll stay at 5 apiece as we head to the 8th inning from Prince George's Stadium on the Baysox Baseball Network.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Baysox Youth Baseball Camps are back in 2022, and registration is open now. 3 sessions this summer led by Orioles Hall of Famer and former Rookie of the Year Al Bumbry, along with former Baysox outfielder Stephen Bumbry. Kids will take part in in-depth on-field instruction and go head-to-head in camp-wide games at Prince George's Stadium. All campers get a free Baysox hat and a ticket to a Baysox game of their choice. Space is limited, so head to BaysoxShop.com and reserve your spot at a Baysox Youth Baseball Camp today.
So we head to the 8th inning in a game tied at 5. The Baysox and Harrisburg won an exciting start to this week-long series at Prince George's Stadium. And now with the call of the 8th, as Conroy steps back on the top of the hill, here's Matt Sabatis.
Well, it's been an efficient outing for Ryan Conroy. 13 pitches for an inning and a third of perfect ball, 2 strikeouts, 2 groundouts. But he faces Jake Alou, who's had a very good day, a very good week. First pitch misses down and in. Count starts out at 1-0. Alou riding a 2-for-3 day. He's scored twice, driven in 3, had a 2-run home run in the 5th that gave Harrisburg the 5-3 lead at that point. Next pitch, swing and a miss. When chasing on the breaking ball down, it was 5-4, my mistake. But it still gave Harrisburg the lead. That was the notable piece. Righty on lefty, here's the next offering home. It swung on and missed again. Pitch down, and the count goes even and count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Not even. I can get my numbers right sometimes. Here's Conroy again, ready for his 3rd strikeout. We'll see if he gets it. The 1-2, he didn't get it. Fouled off right side. Count holds. Against left-handers this season, Conroy has been a little bit more online. Contact has been relatively the same, but he has been giving up a little more power and has been a little bit wider on the zone. His only walks have been against lefties. Here's the 1-2. In there, strike 3. Got him with a changeup that pinpoints the outside edge. 3rd strikeout for Ryan Conroy today. First backwards. 9th overall for Baysox pitching. Bowie's been so excellent when it comes to some of these tight games, too, until we got to that Richmond series. That's when things just started to peter out just a tad, and Bowie's really looking for a bounce back from it. Hopefully today can be that day. Here's Taylor Gashu. First pitch misses away the fastball, trying for that same spot that got Alou to strike out, but no. Count starts out at 1-0. Gashu hit the 2-run home run in the 1st inning, his 5th of the season, but he's since struck out and grounded out. Here's the 1-0. Curveball hits the bottom edge of the zone. 1-1. The Baysox have really just been struggling with their offense in a lot of capacities over the last 4 or 5 days, so it's glad to see them putting on 5 runs here. This will be a 6th run for Harrisburg as it's walloped out to right field for a solo home run. Gashu's 2nd home run of the day makes it a 6-5 Harrisburg lead. 106 miles an hour off the bat, 387 feet away from home plate. So he's up to 3 RBIs now. 13 on the season, and it's suddenly a new ball game for Bowie. You got to try and climb back. Here's Wilson Garcia. Not seeing much here on Gashu. How many multi-home run games he might have in his career. We'll follow up on that later. Here's Garcia. 1 for 2 today, and he grounds it over to the right side. Diving try by Westberg, but it's past him into right field, a base hit. Single for Garcia. He's got a multi-hit day. And now runner at first with 1 away for Jacob Reinsmith. Bowie's got some folks tossing up against the wall and some folks stretching, but no one actually throwing off the mound. We might get a pinch runner here. Look at this. Looks to be Dondre Hubbard coming out to pinch run. Interesting. So Hubbard takes over. Should just be a straight switch as Garcia is the designated hitter. And here in the 8th inning, his spot might not even come back up again. So Conroy is just waiting for the official switch to be made. Umpire still waiting to get behind home plate. As Conroy waits to foot the rubber, he finally does. Comes set first base side. And fires the first home. Reinsmith watches down for a ball. Count opens up at 1-0. Reinsmith riding an 0 for 3 day. This bottom half of the Harrisburg lineup has been very, very quiet. Only base runner out of the entire 5 through 9 sets has been Mitch Longo. He singled and scored on the 2-run home run in the 5th. Everything else has been ground outs, 1 flyout, and a strikeout. Pickoff throw back to first, unsuccessful. We'll wait on the 1-0 offering to Reinsmith in a couple of seconds. So Hubbard steps to the bag. He's not had too much time aboard this season, as this one is bounced over to first, picked on 1 hop by Mundy, sent to second for 1, the turn back to first, not in time. Conroy was covering, and it was just late. But an excellent play by J.D. Mundy. The fielder's choice goes 3-6, eliminating the lead runner, and there's 2 gone. That was a very slowly hit ball. The way it was bouncing, too, made it difficult to field, and Mundy, he did everything perfectly.
Doesn't it feel like both Mundy and Dashbach have been really good at making those throws to second base? It can be a tough play to kind of turn your body, make that throw. They've been very accurate this year.
I was joking with Dashbach the other day in Richmond about that, is that you're just as impactful to the strength of this infield as the other 3 who have been so highly touted. Here's Justin Connell. First pitch misses down. Count starts out at 1-0. And he was being humble and the like, sure. But the fact of the matter is that Bowie still has extremely powerful and athletic first baseman this season. Connell on the day is 0 for 3, struck out swinging his last time up. This is his first time facing Conroy. Next pitch is a slider that misses down, and the count goes to 2-0. Again, we mentioned it, the length of time between outings for a lot of these Bowie pitchers is one of the most notable pieces, is that Conroy hasn't pitched since the 26th. Pickoff throw back to first goes wild. It gets past Mundy and on to second base, headed to third as it's barely scooped up in right field by Watson. So an E1 pushes Rhinesmith from first to third. So Mundy ran after it. It ricocheted off the right field wall, and Watson had a bad run in on it. That's just a bad cavalcade of events there for Bowie as it puts an insurance run at third base. So here's the 2-0. Misses down, and the count goes to 3-0. Connell only 158 this season with runners in scoring position. Third base plays in just a tad, but with 2 outs, it's more trying to keep it on the infield. 3-0. Called a strike, bottom half. Count goes to 3-1. So now with Bowie trailing by 1, they only have 6 more outs to work with. But they do bring up a good chunk of the lineup to try and get back into this one as they trail 6-5. Here's the 3-1. Misses down for ball 4. So a walk by Ryan Conroy, his first, second of the day for Bowie pitching. And it puts runners at the corners here for KJ Harrison.
Man, no activity in the Baysox bullpen, so you're down 1. This is a huge moment late in the game, but it is going to be Conroy who's going to have to get out of this jam here.
Well, again, it's usually fairly helpful to just kind of look back at the last time that today's starter went to see who might be next out of the bullpen for Bowie. As KJ Harrison steps in for the first and watches it come in low. Count starts out at 1-0. But it looks like it's more going to be based on the single week basis, considering the fact that Conroy had not pitched in any other outing in that Richmond series. So Tyler Birch would probably be the next up. Either him or Shelton Perkins. I would imagine Birch, if anyone gets up here in the 8th. 1-0. Misses away a slider. Count goes to 2-0. Harrison 0 for 3 on the day. As I mentioned, this bottom half of the Harrisburg lineup has been very, very quiet. Harrison flew out to center field in the first, struck out swinging in the 4th, grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. That'd be big right now. First and third, 2 away here in the top of the 8th inning. Bowie trails 6-5. Back and forth affair here at Prince George's Stadium as the 2-0 comes in. It's checked on, called a strike anyway. Slider looked like it hit the zone, but home plate umpire Louis Krupa says Harrison went around no matter what, so the count goes to 2-1. Inning started with a strikeout looking of Jake Alou. Taylor Gachou hit a solo home run to right field, a rocket. Wilson Garcia singled. Next pitch. Swung in just a piece in the mid of Rutschman, and the count goes to 2-2. Rhinesmith reached on a fielder's choice that took out the lead runner. Advanced to third on a pickoff error by Conroy. And Connell drew a walk, puts us at the corners. And reset the pitch clock as Harrison steps out for a brief pause. He's back in, twirls the bat once, holds it out in front of him. And both ends are set right now. Here's the 2-2. Runner at first goes. It swung on and missed anyway for strike 3. Got him with the breaking ball deep down and in. 4th strikeout for Ryan Conroy. But Harrisburg does take the lead. One out solo home run by Taylor Gashu. And as we go to the bottom of the 8th here at Prince George's Stadium, Bowie trails 6-5. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Prince George's Stadium. Gunnar Henderson leads things off for Bowie, and he watches the first pitch called strike. 0-1 to start. Henderson riding a perfect day at the plate right now as Bowie trails 6-5. Alex Troop is back to work on the mound. Left-hander fires the next, and it misses down and away. Count evens. Henderson singled to third base, a hard hit ball in the first. Hit a deep 3-run home run to center field in the third, as the next is called a strike on the outer edge, 1-2. Singled in a run in the fifth, but he was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. Whatever the case, Bowie trails 6-5. The home run has been the story today as the next pitch misses down, runs the count even at 2. Harrisburg had a 2-run home run in the first, a 2-run home run in the fifth, a solo home run in the eighth. Time called as Henderson steps out from behind the dish for just a quick second. Base is empty, nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning as Bowie is trying to break out of this 4-game skid. Needs some runs to do it. The 2-2. Bounced past the mound, scooped up at the gut by Jackson Clough at short, and he has just enough time to get it to first base. That was a close one. 98 miles an hour off the bat. It looked like it might have gotten a bit of Alex Troop on the mound, but whatever the case, it's an out. And there's one gone.
Center fielder, Hudson Aston.
It looks like they were going to send the athletic trainer out really quick to look at Troop, but he waves them off, says he's okay. So now here's Hudson Haskin. Right-hander in, and the first pitch is driven high, not too deep to right field, toward the Bowie bullpen, running on it a long way Longo, squares it up at the foul line, and leans back into fair territory to bring it down. He fell to a knee. Overran that one a little bit, but the end result's the same. And there's quickly 2 gone. Bowie down to their final 4 outs already tonight. So now here's Shane Fontana. This is the heart of the lefties in the Baysox lineup. First pitch. Misses down. Count starts out at 1-0. Fontana 0 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to second base in the 5th inning. Here's the next. Called a strike. Lower outside corner, and the count evens. Yeah, 3 lefties in this 4-batter span between Henderson, Fontana, and Mundy. That's what makes Troop valuable right now. Here's the next. Grounded hard. First base side. Count goes to 1-2. Against left-handers this season, Troop is holding them to just a .75 whip. He's only allowed 1 of his 3 home runs to left-handers. Struck out 5, only walked 1. That's entering this game. Here's the 1-2. This one, a broken bat flare towards center, past the diving glove of Jackson Flores into center field. A base hit. Fontana picks up his first hit of the day, He's got hits in back-to-back games now after a 3-hit performance on Saturday in Richmond. More of that 2-out hitting, some key work for Bowie this year, and a big opportunity for J.D. Mundy as we might get a meeting on the mound here. There is a right-hander warming in the pen for Harrisburg. That's Matt Brill. He's already made 9 appearances this season. This is just going to be a chat with pitching coach Justin Lord. Again, it's a very busy month of April here at Prince George's Stadium. First fireworks of the month is Saturday. It's also part of Read and Hit a Home Run Reading Night for Prince George's in Montgomery County, presented by Educational Systems Federal Credit Union. And then 2 more fireworks shows. Friday, check that, Saturday, May 21st, part of the Boots and Baseball Night. And then Saturday, May 28th, part of Knock Cancer Out of the Ballpark Evening. A very busy month. 18 games to be played here at Prince George's Stadium in the month of May. After this 6-game set with Harrisburg, it's a 12-game homestand with Hartford and Erie starting on the 17th. Very fun times.
And if you're wondering about Brill, he has been Harrisburg's closer. He's got 7 saves on the year.
Here's Mundy, runner at first, 2 away. First pitch home. Misses away. Count starts out at 1-0. Mundy solo home run in the 4th inning. Gave Bowie the lead at that point. It was tied at 3 when Mundy went deep. It was his 2nd of the season. Runner at first, 2 away. They toss it back there, but no tag. Can't get too big of a lead with a left-hander on the mound. Tell you more about Brill when we get the opportunity, but he has walked 7 in 10 innings this season, so Bowie could stretch it out. The 1-0 served high, not too deep to center field. Running in a long way is Connell. Can he close the gap? He can. Gets there, almost falls down in front of him, but he makes the catch, and the inning is over. Bowie strands the tying run aboard at first, and we go to the 9th. Baysox trail 6-5. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Sunday, May 22nd, it's a fiesta at Prince George's Stadium. For the first time this season, the Baysox will transform into El Congrejos Fantasmas de Chesapeake and face off against Los Perros Calientes de Akron as part of Minor League Baseball's Copa de la Diversión. It'll be a Latin fiesta celebration all afternoon around the ballpark, all presented by Chesapeake Employers Insurance. Get your tickets today at 301-464-4865 and online at baysox.com.
There is a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience full of family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 22nd through 25th for the induction of Bud Fowler, Gil Hodges, Jim Cott, Minnie Minoso, Tony Oliva, Buck O'Neill, and David Ortiz as the class of 2022. Visit baseballhall.org today for the
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
We're on to the 9th inning here at Prince George's Stadium as Bowie trails Harrisburg 6-5. Matt Sabates with you from the ballpark in Bowie as Tyler Birch takes over on the mound for the Baysox. Ryan Conroy departs, unfortunately in line for a loss today after giving up the solo home run in the 8th inning to Taylor Gushu. That broke the 5-5 tie, and as Conroy is in line for the loss, his closed line is 2 1/3 innings. He gave up 2 hits and a run. It was earned. He struck out 4, walked 1, gave up a home run, the solo shot. But it makes way for Birch, a 6'2", 190-pound right-hander, brought to the Orioles system as a part of a trade with Philly in 2021. And that was the Freddie Galvis deal. He faces Mitch Longo, Jackson Clough, then the leadoff man, Jackson Flores, to start. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Got him chasing on a fastball down and away, 0-1 to open. Longo is still the only batter 5 through 9 with a base hit today for Harrisburg. He singled and scored in the 5th. Here's the 0-1. Gets in. Changeup hits the bottom half of the zone. Longo thought it would break inside, but it did not. Count to 0-2. Birch on the season with Bowie. This is his 5th appearance. 5 2/3 innings. He's allowed 7 earned runs and 2 home runs, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. Here's the 0-2. Curveball popped up left side of the infield, but foul. This one will get out of play. Touches down just at the top of the lower bowl here at Prince George's Stadium, so the count holds. Birch coming off of a tough outing in Richmond. You go back to the 26th. That was the opener of that series when Bowie was shut out 8-0. Birch came in, gave up 3 runs, all earned on 2 hits, including a home run. Walked a batter, did not strike anyone out. So looking for a good bounce back here. Fires the 0-2. It's high. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes now on Longo. Birch's best appearance this season came in the Akron series. He's only made 1 appearance per series this season. Against Akron, he fired a scoreless inning with 3 strikeouts. His next pitch grounded to first, placed perfectly, J.D. Mundy, but he bobbles it. Underhands to Birch, covering. It's not in time. That was right on Mundy, too. So much time to work with, and it still doesn't materialize. First error for Bowie today. Well, technically second error. First fielding error. And now the leadoff man reaches Mitch Longo at first base. Here's Jackson Clough. Again, Matt Brill still warming in the bullpen for Harrisburg, so imagine the closer will step out for the next half inning. First pitch, Clough squares, but he can't pull back in time as the pitch is down and away. Count opens at 0-1. So big chance here for Harrisburg to maybe pad on a bit of insurance as they're trying to get back into a winning streak of their own, dropping 2 consecutive entering this series. Here's the next. Smoked foul, third base side, over top of the Harrisburg bullpen, and the count quickly 0-2. Clough has been having a very tough day at the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Strikes out over 40% of the time at the plate. Runner at first, nobody out. Here's the 0-2. Misses too far inside. That slider there from Conroy, or from Birch rather, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. 4-pitch set from Birch, 4-seam fastball, curve change, then the slide. He had a very lengthy 2021. He bounced around, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, he got him. Went too far ahead of the changeup down, and that's the first strikeout for Tyler Birch out of the bullpen. 11th overall for Baysox pitching. And Birch lived out of the suitcase even more so than the average minor leaguer in 2021 when he played at 4 different affiliates. 2 different levels for Philadelphia, 2 different levels for Baltimore, including Bowie. Here's the first pitch to Jackson Flores. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. Count opens at 0-1. Flores started the day strong. He went 2 for 2 with a double, a run scored, and a single. But he got caught stealing to end the second inning, grounded out to shortstop in the 5th, and then to third base in the 7th. Any one of those on the pull side would be good here with a runner at first and 1 out. Here's the 0-1. Curveball misses too far away. Count goes even at a ball and a strike. Flores a big candidate to pull, too. 55% of the time he pulls it onto the left side of the infield as a right-handed batter. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chases the curveball that time as Birch fed him 2 consecutive. Count goes to 1-2. And some of this breaking stuff for Bowie this season, it does break very, very well. But then you've got guys like Drew Rahm and, again, Ryan Watson today who have very good fastballs. And then guys like Antonio Velez who don't overpower you with too much of anything but just place it so well. It's a good mix of arms in this Bowie pitching staff. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Pumped the fastball middle. Challenged him dead on and won. Second strikeout for Tyler Birch. 2 away here in the top of the 9th inning. That's an excellent pitcher's pitch, something that you don't dance away from. And there's 2 gone for Alou, who's been critical in Harrisburg's lead so far today. RBI double and a run scored in the 1st. 2-run home run in the 5th. Here's the first pitch to the left-hander. Called a strike. Fastball hits a bit wide on the zone. Oh, goodness. Birch may have gotten away with that one, but the count opens at 0-1. Runner at first, 2 away. Inning should be over now, so anything after this point is unearned. 0-1. Gets past Rutschman underneath his legs as he was hopping up to try and maybe catch a Longo taking off. But Longo gets the second anyway on the wild pitch. So it does put runner in scoring position. Alu's been hitting well from those spots so far. He's already 2 for 2 today with runners in scoring position, hitting over .350 on the season. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a bouncer foul into the Baysox dugout. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes now. In the bottom of the ninth, Bowie will have the bottom 3 in their lineup to try and tie the game, maybe walk it off for the 3rd time this season. It'd be Joey Ortiz, Zach Watson, Dylan Harris. Combined just 1 for 9 today. Harris has a single and a run scored. Here's the 1-2 to Alu. Swinging a bouncer foul again, first base side. This one a little closer, but Alu still too far ahead of it, and the count holds. Yeah, Bowie had 2 walk-off winners on consecutive nights against Akron the last time they were back home. That would be some really good magic to bring back home after a very tough week in Richmond. Birch with a hard lean in, holds ball behind his waist and steps off. Yeah, he was running low on time on that pitch clock. I made the joke, Adam, during the Richmond series, is that should baseball broadcasts start to adapt the concept of the shot clock from basketball broadcasts? Say, he's got 6 seconds left. He's got to throw the pitch now. He's got to go, go, go. Here's the 1-2. Misses high. Count goes even at 2.
Yeah, in a way, you got the countdown every pitch, right? I think there's a lot of young kids that might not know the game much. They're probably just sitting there going 10, 9, 8.
Got the 2-2 on its way. It swung on it just a piece, rolled off of Rutschman's glove. Count stays even. I remember seeing that somewhere. I can't recall where it was not as consequential, because obviously when you've got those fans, especially high school, college games, the big loud student sections will count down off time to try and throw off the player with the ball. I don't remember if I saw that at a baseball game or not, and they were counting it down. It just felt kind of worthless. Here's the 2-2. Inside, brushed him a little. 95-mile-an-hour fastball runs the count full. This season, Alu only 2 for 6 on full count offerings, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks.
But pitching is about rhythm and feel, and if somebody's, chanting the number 3 seconds off, that might throw you off a little bit.
Here's the payoff. Alu hacks at it, in on the hands, and bounces it back to the mound. It's underhanded by Birch over to first base, and the inning is over. Leadoff base runner on the error is left stranded, and the Baysox head to the bottom of the ninth with one final chance. They need 1 to tie, 2 to win for their 3rd walk-off of the season. We'll talk to you in just a second. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Most people don't know what a steam fitter is. More importantly, what we do and how much it impacts you. Just take a moment to think about what your world would look like if you didn't have the ability to generate electricity, to have heating or air conditioning, microchip production, internet service, web-based storage, cellular service, and frozen or refrigerated produce. Could you imagine? And these are just some of the things that we impact. Please visit steamfitters-602.org and let's talk about how we can bring value to you.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
We're on to the bottom of the ninth here at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie trails 6-5, and they go up against a formidable foe as they try to collect their third walk-off of the season. With Harrisburg ahead, they send out their closer, Matt Brill, the league's save leader with 7 converted saves. He's not blown one. He faces Joey Ortiz, Zach Watson, and Dylan Harris to start.
Maybe he's due.
He might be. Here's Ortiz, first pitch. Slider misses down and away, and the count starts out at 1-0. Brill, a 6'2", 190-pound, 27-year-old right-hander from Coal Valley, Illinois. He was a Rule 5 selection this past December from the Diamondbacks organization. I've said it. Very old roster for the Senators. Next pitch to Ortiz, misses too far down and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
He's got good stuff, but you got to throw strikes against the Baysox. They're not going to chase as many pitches out of the zone as other teams, and he's down 2-0 to the first hitter here.
Bowie's got a 2.9 or a 2.4 strikeout to walk ratio this season. That's nearly half a strikeout fewer than Harrisburg. Next pitch misses up and away. 3-0, and it's something that Kyle Moore and Brandon Becker, manager and hitting coach respectively, just hammer into some of these guys. Take each pitch as they come, and it will culminate in good plate appearances, which is what's happening here with Ortiz. Here's the 3-0. In there for a called strike. Upper inside edge, and the count to 3-1. Brill, 9 appearances this season, 7 save opportunities, converted all of them. 10 innings of work, a .9 ERA. Struck out 9, walked 7, and this one a little nubber back to the mound. It was in on the hands of Ortiz. Brill will take it to the bag himself, the rare 1 unassisted. He had the momentum, no reason why not, and Bowie is down to their final 2 outs this evening.
Borderline pitch. He throws a fastball at 94 or 95 miles an hour. Ortiz knew the heater was coming. Started the bat early, but that was a fastball right in on his hands, broke his bat, and it's a big out, bouncing back after falling behind 3-0 to the leadoff hitter in this 9th inning.
So now here's Zach Watson. He's riding an 0-for-3 day, back-to-back strikeouts in his last 2 plate appearances. Here's the first pitch to the righty, grounded to the other side, and picked by the second baseman Flores on the run. He sidearms it to first, and there's already 2 gone. So Dylan Harris will represent the last chance for Bowie. As the Baysox have really been coming up just short in 1-run games. They've dropped their last 3 1-run games coming into today, after picking up those back-to-back walk-off winners against Akron on April 21st and 22nd. It was a 10-inning walk-off on the 21st, 3-2, and then a 9-inning 2-1 win on the 22nd. Dylan Harris was crucial in both of them. First pitch to him is called a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Harris scored the winning run in the second one. He drove in the winning run. Or check that, I've got it flipped. He scored the winning run in the first one. He hit the ball that drove in the winning run in the second one. Bases empty, 2 away, the 0-1. Grounded the other way. Tough play for the third baseman. Sliding grab by Alou. He uprights, fires to first, and it's in time by a step. Bowie goes down in order for yet another loss this evening, their 5th consecutive. Today's final, Harrisburg 6, Bowie 5. Matt Brill, an excellent finish to this one with a perfect 9th inning, his 8th save of the year. We'll step aside. When we come back, we bring you Baysox postgame and walk you through the ups and downs of this one, tell you what to look forward to in the next couple of days, and see how the rest of the Eastern League is doing. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org. Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
It's now time for the Bowie Baysox post-game show. Let's head back to the ballpark with Matt Sabanas.
Well, another sour finish for Bowie this evening as they drop their 5th consecutive game, this time opening a 6-game series with Harrisburg with another 1-run loss, their 3rd in their last 5. As we get rolling with Baysox postgame here from Prince George's Stadium, Matt Sabatas and Adam Pohl with you. Let's go ahead and recap the game that was for Bowie. We go back in time to 7:06 p.m. when first pitch came home from Ryan Watson to Jackson Flores, and it was a very tough first inning for Ryan Watson after he entered the day with 13 consecutive scoreless innings. He gave up a leadoff double to Flores, an RBI double to Jake Alou, and then a 2-run home run to Taylor Gashu. Made it 3-0 out of the gate against Watson. Wilson Garcia also followed with a double, but he was left stranded. Meanwhile, in the bottom of the first, Bowie did make a bit of a charge against Ronald Herrera with 2 outs. They collected 2 singles, but both runners were left stranded. Each side went down quietly in the second inning. Harrisburg did get a single from Jackson Flores, but he was caught stealing second base thanks to Adley Rutschman behind the dish. And then Bowie, they tied the game up in the third. After Harrisburg went down in order against Watson, Bowie opened with a single by Dylan Harris. Rutschman reached on a fielder's choice and an error, and then Gunnar Henderson hit a 3-run home run to straightaway center field, tying the game up at 3 for Bowie. After that, it was Watson's turn to try and keep things scoreless, and he kept it going. 3 up, 3 down in the fourth. He had retired 6 consecutive batters and faced the minimum through essentially 12 batters. And then Bowie, they paid him back for that. J.D. Mundy led off the fourth inning with a solo home run, his second of the season. That made it a 4-3 ball game. In the fifth inning, though, it would be Harrisburg to tie the game and eventually take the lead. It happened pretty quickly because it was on a 2-run home run. Mitch Longo singled to open the frame, and then Jake Alou hit a 2-run shot off of Watson, the second of the day against Watson, made it 5-4. But then Bowie would tie the game up at 5 in the home half of the fifth. A 1-out double by Adley Rutschman and a hard-hit single by Gunnar Henderson to the right side made it 5-5. Henderson, though, was thrown out trying to stretch the single into a double. That would be a little tough. After that, though, Ryan Watson worked cleanly through the sixth, turned things over to Ryan Conroy, who pitched a perfect seventh. Meanwhile, Bowie went up against Alex Troop, a reliever, and came down quietly in the 6th and 7th. They did get a single across in the 8th, but nothing was going there. The 8th inning was trouble for Bowie, though. After one quick out from Conroy, Taylor Gashu hit his second home run of the day, a line drive shot to right field, making it 6-5. Bowie came up in the 9th inning with an opportunity, but they ran into a brick wall in the league's save leader, Matt Brill, who picked up his 8th overall, setting down the Baysox in order. A ground out, and guess what? A ground out. So there's your final. Harrisburg scores 6 runs on 9 hits with 1 error. They left 5 on base. Bowie scores 5 runs on 8 hits with 2 errors. They left 4 on base. Alex Troop is the winning pitcher. He moves to 3-0 on the season. Ryan Conroy takes the loss. He falls to 1-1. And Matt Brill picks up the save, his league-leading 8th of the year. Game was played in, if I'm not mistaken here, I think I did the math right because I tried to jump the gun, 2 hours and 28 minutes. Oh, I was off by 1 minute. 2 hours and 27 minutes in front of a paid attendance at Prince George's Stadium of 1,258. with the win. Harrisburg moves to 13-9. They snapped their 2-game losing skid. It was a brief one, and they're now 8-2 on the road, 4-4 in one-run games. With the loss, Bowie falls to 9-12 on the year, a 5-game losing skid for the Baysox. They're now 5-5 in front of the home crowd at Prince George's Stadium, and 3-4 in games decided by one run. Alex, Adam, any final thoughts on this one as we get ready to wrap up this game that was for Bowie?
Yeah, it's just too bad that the Baysox are in this stretch here where they just seem to be on the wrong side of these close games. Time in and time out. They've actually outscored opponents on the year, and now here they are with a record of 9-12. So we got a lot of baseball left. The Baysox have to stay the course, and for this group of guys that are in the clubhouse right now, the attitude that they bring to the ballpark, when you're losing day in and day out, you can get down. It's not as much fun to play this game. You start calling this season a grind. When you're winning, it's a lot more fun, and you're eager to get to the ballpark day in and day out. The Baysox are very close to turning this thing around, and hopefully it begins tomorrow. Good thing Bowie's able to get at it almost immediately with a day game tomorrow afternoon.
We'll step aside, talk about the upcoming game for Bowie. Like you said, it's going to be a very quick turnaround for all of us here. But when we return, we'll look around the rest of the Eastern League and the Orioles organization as a unit before we close up shop. Again, your final today, Harrisburg 6, Bowie 5. You're listening to Baysox Postgame.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
It's a very special day at Prince George's Stadium on Saturday, June 18th that you don't want to miss. The Roberto Clemente and Latin Baseball Celebration sponsored by Chesapeake Employers Insurance. Fans that get to the game will have a chance to bid on game-worn Baysox jerseys, with all proceeds going to benefit the Clemente Foundation. Again, don't miss out on your chance to own a piece of Baysox history on Saturday, June 18th with the Roberto Clemente and Latin Baseball Celebration, and you can get your tickets now at baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
We're back one final time here on Baysox Postgame as Bowie drops another one, their 5th consecutive loss, this time at the hands of Harrisburg. 6-5 the final score, and now that we've got the time before we close things up, let's take a quick look around the Eastern League and realize that there were a lot of close games in today's circuit. I mean, a ton. Portland walked off of Reading 5-4 in 11. Richmond did the exact same thing against Akron, except in 10 innings, a 5-4 walk-off win. Binghamton and Hartford are locked in a close one. It's 4-2 at Dunkin' Donuts Park. Binghamton's ahead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Somerset, they nearly got upset by New Hampshire as the Fisher Cats made it close in the 9th, but Somerset holds on for an 8-7 win. And then the only other game that was really out of reach for either side was a rain-shortened affair. It was a day game up at UPMC Park in Erie. Altoona came away with a 5-2 victory in that one. So again, only one other game in action. It's Binghamton and Hartford, as mentioned, Ponies up 4-2. So a very quick and relatively fun night, I guess. Very tense and exciting around the league.
You know, and I think something might have been in the water because we saw the same thing throughout the Orioles minor league system as well as in low A. They're still playing bottom of the 8th inning, and right now Columbia is defeating Delmarva 4-3. Aberdeen, check this out. I mean, they played 21 games. They won 16 of them. They win tonight over Brooklyn at home. Aberdeen 3-1 victors. And the Norfolk Tides are in the 7th inning, trailing Nashville 4-3. News there, Yusniel Diaz, who had such an outstanding spring and early first week of the year, went out with a hamstring strain. Unfortunately, it was not too bad of one to be able to come back in just a few weeks' time. He made his return today. He goes 1 for 3 in that game, 4-3. Nashville leading. The Orioles are trailing. They are at Camden Yards, bottom of the 8th. Minnesota Twins in game 2 of a 4-game series. They lead Baltimore 5-2. Still some former Baysox with really good outings tonight. Bruce Zimmerman has got a 1.48 ERA after his start today, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits in 5 innings. Trey Mancini making his way back into the Oriole lineup after he's been out the last few days. He's got a multi-hit game. And then how about Keegan Aiken, who really had about as good of a year as a starter as we've seen for a Baysox. Second most wins ever in a single season in Baysox history. 4 years ago, Aiken, 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs tonight. His ERA right now out of the bullpen, 1.10, after he struggled mightily previously in the big. So there is a look around the Orioles organization.
Again, the score that we most care about, though, on this production is Bowie's, and unfortunately, they fall tonight 6-5 to the Harrisburg Senators. We're back at it tomorrow, though. First of 2 early day games at Prince George's Stadium, part of this series. It's 12:05 tomorrow, 11:05 a.m. on Thursday. Drew Rahm will get the start for the Baysox, coming in with a 1-1 record and a 4.20 ERA. So again, a 12:05 first pitch, which means we go live with the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show at 11:45 a.m. Have us on with your coffee, bring us on for lunch, whatever you feel like doing. We hope you stop by. Again, one more time for Adam, I'm Matt saying thank you for joining as Bowie falls to Harrisburg 6-5. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. We hope you enjoyed today's game and join us next time for another exciting broadcast coming up soon. This has been a presentation of the Bowie Baysox.